And finally,
Holy crap, guys, we are live. I'm so sorry about the delay. Believe me, it's mostly my fault. I was completely unaware that the world of Discord screen sharing and getting audio through that was going to be bananas. But all of that attempts aside, we are going to do it a different way. So basically what we have is the Forsaken reveal stream. I recorded it. I got it up. So we're both just going to watch it at the same time. And then if either of us just says pause, we're going to hit pause on our computer and go from there. So we're going to try and watch it old school, really crappy, as in sync as possible. But we're going to try and do this mostly because we have avoided as many spoilers as we can. Now, like even just like talking to each other on Twitter for a second, we each probably saw a glimpse of something. YouTube is already out there. People are like, what? So we just want to get there. We want you guys to be a part of it.
Let me give some clarity too. Like this is going to be like, again, raw reactions. Both of us have dodged spoilers like the plague. We have not seen anything on this thing. So, again, this will be our live reactions with it. And again, I'm not going to let Ebontis take all of that. You know, we both had some technical difficulties, but we are here. We're ready for Forsaken, the reveal. That is this going to save it? We're going to see, man.
We're going to find out. So,
we're going to see.
All right, guys. So, one little caveat, I do believe there is a Vidoc in the front of this, just because that's literally what went live on Twitter like as soon as the stream started. But at any point you want to pause it, we hit and pause. So
that's right.
I just want to make sure stream is live. Cool, I'm good on my end.
Yeah, I'm good on my end.
I just want to see if I can get your chat up as well, so I can watch it both.
Get my chat up.
You are live. Stream is live. You. Blizzard Beats, hey, what's up? There we go.
Blizzard Beats, what up? DJ Sing, what up, man?
Let me make sure you're good on your Hangouts. I don't even have to make sure I chat in there. You got yourself covered. Okay. All right, guys. So without too much further ado, because we're already here. All right. We're at 59 seconds. So 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. I'm moving, baby. I'm moving.
So 52, 51, 50. You pretty close?
Yeah, I'm close. I'm at 49, 48, 47, 46.
Yeah, you're like here. I'll pause mine for a sec. Hold on.
Want me to pause? I'm at 36.
I think we're good now. I got you covered. We're good.
Nice. Thank you, bro.
So guys, we are hyped. We are pumped. We have no idea what's coming.
Cyrus Burke, what up?
Everyone else knows what's out there, and we have no idea. So
we are ignorant.
Yep.
Don't you dare spoil if y'all saw it.
No, if you guys saw it, be quiet, shut up until we get to those parts. We going live. We legit.
I love that music, man. That's the only thing. That's the best part of your Osiris DLC is the music.
Oh well, yeah, I'll give you that. All right, and we going. Here we go.
Let's go, man. Whew, a lot of pressure on this DLC, man.
No kidding.
A lot of pressure.
Here we go.
We have this opportunity that we wouldn't have had years ago to ship a game and then really collaborate with people outside the studio to figure out like what is the best version of that.
Honestly, yeah, like we're building something the community has been asking for, and it's accumulation of everything that we believe the game needs to be.
The upside to that is we're not holding anything back.
All the feedback we've heard for the last year is this is it. It's in Forsaken.
Oh, wow, that's nice. I'm falling.
Yep.
Crazy. Cade.
Yep.
We want this release to have a different tone and a different vibe.
We sort of just embrace that Western revenge vibe.
You're going to a darker place. You're going to take on a different role as a guardian.
Oh, what is that?
A barren landscape with like the asteroid vibe with like tumbleweeds. And I mean, that just sounded cool.
Grit, man. Want to bring the dirt back.
But what better way to start a story than to start it with a prison break?
Right.
Narrative leads.
This prison with bad guys that are really bad. And so when it breaks, things can happen to all the world.
Yo, what is
First
that?
place
I have no
you're
idea.
going to go to is the Tangled Shore, which is a new part of the reef that you've never seen before.
That's right, my friend.
It's a collection of lashed
Varix?
together asteroids
Yes.
and
Looks like it.
rocks out
And
in the asteroid
it's
belt.
very otherworldly, and it's full of
Pirates in a
Oh, well, hold on. Pause that. Pause that.
Ooh. I'm paused. I'm at 623 of the
Yeah,
vid.
hold on. I'll go up to 6:30. But okay, where are you paused? No, you're probably
623. I'm at 623.
Okay. Either way, yeah, they're fallen, but they don't even remotely look the same.
Yeah, they're crazy, man. This look like some like pirates to the deep, like this, like in the prison. And we do know that was it Cade is putting people in the prison, from my understanding.
Yeah, I've heard something like that. I don't even know. So on screen, you're looking at same thing I am. So we've got.
You got
that looks-
623.
Yeah, I moved. So.
All right, cool. Thanks, bro.
So
Yeah.
it looks like you got fallen on the right, some crazy fire thing. This dude looks like he's covered in blue electricity. Maybe that's the prison piece. They're like escorting something, but it looks more like a mini ogre. I don't know what they're escorting.
Yeah, I don't know. This is crazy.
All right. And you ready to go back to this?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
This place truly is a frontier. It's completely taken over.
The most malevolent force there is the Scorn. They're very aggressive.
Scorn.
They're always going to charge and push you.
The Barons are the top dogs in the Scorn, and each one has gone back and committed nefarious crimes.
I think of it as the reverse Magnificent Seven, like the worst of the worst criminals. You are hunting down these different Barons. In fact, they're called Baron hunts. So one Baron is a sniper, and you have a sniper versus sniper battle with him. Another Baron is this big, giant, hulking melee character.
Okay, those definitely are different models than the big boys.
Yeah. Yep.
One of the things we're most excited about is the new weapon system.
Hey, if you like Destiny 2,
Pause that. Pause that.
Damn it. I'm at 706.
I'm at 7:0.
Cannon is
I'm at
second.
7:05. There's 6. Okay, so we got 3 slots still.
Mm-hmm.
We got a different looking emblem. By the way,
Right.
600. I called that, by the way.
Yeah, you did call it 600. Yeah.
I was like, if it's not at least 600, it's not going to be big enough.
That's what's up.
Mobility, resilience, recovery are still there.
Mm-hmm.
Got a
Don't see any. I don't see anything. I see hand cannons. I don't see anything in that energy slot that's different.
No. But yeah, something's different because you've got like a 1, a 2, and a 3, kind of. Or a 1 and a 3, it looks like, because he's on energy right now.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's got a 2 on the attack number if you're looking at thin line. Yeah, you are. So, level 50. God, what level are we right now?
Can't remember.
30?
30?
Yeah, that's 20 levels. That's more than they ever did before. So,
Mm-hmm. Lot to grind.
lot to grind, lot to grow. 600, it's going to be some work.
Yeah, that's gonna be some work, but that's what we want, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly
no, for
what we
sure.
want.
So, well, honestly, like, if it was ever like a World of Warcraft type situation, you'd literally dump everything you had and start fresh. But yeah, everybody's too afraid of doing that. Anyway, all right. So weapons and stuff will continue. All right, ready to boot this thing back up?
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
play that way. But if you like Destiny 1, great, play that way. But if you're
Sniper.
crazy,
Whoa.
Sniper.
Shotgun in 1. Whoa.
In 1.
Hold on,
Whoa.
I paused it at 712. Go back to that if you can. Scroll back to 712.
Sniper at 1. I peeped that.
No, sniper in 2. Shotgun in 1. How in the world? is
Shotgun
this?
in 1. That's what I'm about to say. Yeah.
Yeah, shotgun in
I'm at
1.
711. I'm at 711. Shit. You at 712?
Yeah. Here, I'll go 711 if I can. Mine's easier to move. It's probably just a bigger screen.
Yeah. That's that quite.
Oh, you're just looking at Hamrick right now. Go
I'm
one
looking at
over.
Hamrick.
Go 1 over.
All
Actually,
right, I'm on over. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm at 712.
okay. So yeah, this whole 1, 2, 3 thing is definitely something. Shotgun,
Trackless
still
waste.
6 rounds.
Right. I wonder if they're using like a point system
Yeah.
to allocate, value.
Yep.
So basically, it looks like they're giving us flexibility, right? Because you got a shotgun in 1.
Yeah. I was like, so you'll just have like kinetic shotguns, energy snipers. You might have stuff in different places, but you can use it. Just depends on. I wonder if you can have like 3 shotguns, which would be useless. But I mean, if you have the new barrier for the.
But here's the thing, though: if they're still holding on to the kinetic energy, and what you would assume that this trackless waste shotgun can only be in the kinetic spot. I don't know. This is interesting.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep it going. 3,
All right.
2, 1, go.
why not 3 shotguns, right? Just for the fun of it. We need to have as many ways as possible,
Accurate
and then we
still
need to
there.
have people fighting about it. Like, no, man, you f***ed up. You're taking the wrong weapons, or can I say?
You got beat. There's a hand cannon. That's probably going to be exotic.
So random rolls are coming back. Every single weapon is going to feel different when it drops. And we're
random rolls coming back.
So you can customize your weapon the way you want it.
Man.
What
Pause
the hell?
that. Pause that real quick.
I'm at 742. Where you at?
741. Let me see how different that looks than yours.
Yeah, I gotta go back to 741 because I see nothing. I'm at 740. I'm at 740 actually.
741.
Whatever that at 740 is.
Yeah,
lit.
I'm looking at that. That is. I don't know what that is at 7. Oh man. Damn. Like, this looks really ornate to be fall. Well, okay. One random spoiler thing. I have an idea where this is coming from, but yeah, this is really ornate. But there's a place where the Awoken come from, and we're kind of going there. It's the next place, so we'll get there. Okay. So, by the way, just a beast. So, all right. Feel free to call out any pauses. I feel like I'm the only one doing it, or you just want to get through the vibe.
I'm more in like absorption mode, so you can call out pause. I'm not going to pause as much unless it's something that really I'm like, okay, I can't even deal with this right now.
Okay. If they get to a random, roll,
I'm in my analytical
yep,
absorption mode. I'm just getting the data. That's all I'm doing.
But hey, random rolls are back, so
yeah,
that alone
huge,
got set
man.
in there. So
that's huge.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
We've got a whole new Masterwork style system coming together where you actually are able to kind of move your levels up over time. And so there's investment back on the weapons again.
So random rolls and the Masterwork system in combination. What the hell?
Oh, what the hell is
new
that?
Supers, yeah. Crazy new supers.
What's your favorite?
Fire knives are awesome.
What?
Different take on Golden Gun.
Hold on,
we took a lot of inspiration from Rise of Iron. Cast that thing. You got a huge hammer now.
Okay, that's
large.
large.
Slam that thing down, and it sends out this fire in front of you that then creates a fire tornado.
I'm sorry, what?
We got to take it to the next level.
You say fire tornado. Okay,
the idea that
insane.
anyone who plays, however they play, they're going to have some new way to engage.
Yeah. You see what that pause? Like, oh, you got the pause. 8:30.
Okay,
you got the pause now.
Oh, now we got one.
See what the hunter is doing?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. We won't go back. We got to go. That's my first pause. I'm putting it in.
Okay, so scroll back. Let me see.
829. Bro, he's deflecting with the Arc Strider on some.
Oh, you're on 831, but yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, that is okay. So new supers or changes of like a third tree to all supers. Maybe?
It's almost like variations of existing supers, or maybe like you said, maybe I'm hoping they've expanded the skill tree to present more options like D1.
Oh, well, they desperately need to do that. So
right, because
fingers, but
yeah, remember our major beast was that, you know, we felt we were locked into 2 preset loadouts per subclass, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't have that. So maybe this is a hint back in that direction. Whatever this is fine. They're obviously not new subclasses, but they're extreme variations. That hammer with the Titan, the
there was a fire tornado. What in the world?
then it's like what was it? The gunslinger hunter was
throwing
ninja
knives.
stars.
Well, it was like he was like solar knives or something, like fire knives or something. And that was again like golden. So it's like you have a class.
Mm-hmm.
So how many supers do you think they have new? Because I mean, you have three characters, and one main super? How many more supers? I don't have no idea. Okay,
I have no idea what's going on right now. But I will say this is very impressive. Can we go back a bit?
Yeah.
To when they first debuted all this wildness. Give me a timestamp. I'll bring up. This is crazy.
So you had the exotics and the masterworks they talked about, and
right.
Okay, yeah, there's a flying Titan Superman bomb. I don't even know what to do with that.
Bro.
Hold on. Okay, you want to go to 756 if you can.
756 is where the fun start.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, I'm at 756 right now. It's a blank screen, but tell me when to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bro, what?
New supers, yeah. Crazy new
What's
supers.
your favorite?
Fire knives are awesome, which is a
Fire
different take
knives.
on Golden Gun.
We took a lot
Giant
of
hammer
inspiration
that he
from
just
Rise
like
of Iron. Cast that thing. You got a huge hammer now, and you slam that thing down, and it sends out this fire in front of you that then creates a fire tornado.
Sense of the power,
We gotta
man.
take it to the next level, you know?
That's what being a
The
guardian
idea
is
that
about.
anyone who plays however they play, they're going to have some new way to engage.
Yeah.
That's
That's insane.
I hope he might want to be
He's
a
reflecting that fact.
Teleportation that's like super anime, just like
what?
We've been having great games with the Arcor a lot.
Oh, I
Basically cast this thing, he pulls back.
Yo!
Oh my God!
Yeah, and it's like,
I think
that's amazing. Yeah, you know?
We also wanted a new weapon type that felt meaningful, so
new weapon
we
type?
came up with a bow and arrow, which seems kind of crazy, but when you use it, you feel like godlike.
It is utilitarian, it's fantastical, it's also sci-fi.
So we have a short range bow, we have a medium range bow, we have a long range bow. We
we
built
have
this guy
ranged
was like
bows.
supposed to be super techy.
So even warlocks can
You're
use
like,
that.
why would you ever choose a bow in a game that has an automatic, machine gun? But boy, it's deadly.
I mean, that's a nice machine gun you got there, buddy, but right? And then it's done.
Boom.
The biggest thing for me going into production on this game was like a new way to play, a new thing to do that like is new to Destiny.
Let's see what we've got.
Let's see.
We want to be able to give players what they want, but also surprise them.
Gambit is a brand new mode.
Destiny begs to marry PvE and PvP together.
It's like adding bacon to peanut butter and jelly.
This must be the new mode, right?
Yep.
You
Yeah,
start
this is the
off
new mode.
being able to see the other team that you're going to compete against, so you can taunt each other, you can emote.
So
Each
it's
team is in
4v4.
their own separate arena, and they're being assaulted by combatants.
They're dropping motes for you to collect, you bank them.
When you put them in your bank, you're gonna send a blocker over to the other side that locks their bank down. They can't put motes into it until they take out that blocker. Filling up your bank with the motes is how you summon your primeval. You burn it down, that's it, round's over. The interesting part is that we allow one person from your team to go over to the other side and physically invade. What? I mean, I've seen people that just hate PvP. Like, the first time they invade and they get multiple kills, they'll come back and they'll be like, suck it!
So wait, guardian PvE/PvE mix.
Mode. Yeah.
But can that invader hit
If you can't
another?
tell, like, we just kind of let them
Just
do their
pause
own
it.
thing. But
Pause it.
I'm at 10:52.
I'm at 10:52. I'm at 10:52, bro.
Oh, okay.
All right, my mind right now is on
It's
explode.
exploding a little bit. Yep.
What do you think that is?
I mean, it's not quite Halo 5. What is it called? Warzone or something like that?
Warzone. That's what I was thinking. Right.
So,
Yep.
but you've got two separate arenas. But if you can cross and shoot the others, oh man, that rocket, he just nukes the whole team.
And he said you could invade, and it was a PvP as PvE mix.
Yeah, so I mean, if you think about timing right, so you have a blocker, you block their bank. Say you send the blocker, and then say you've got a chance to go over there. They're trying to build up their tokens and survive to get it killed, so they can, deposit their stuff. You go over there, you're a stealth hunter, you sword swipe all of them, pick up all their stuff, run back, and you just got a huge lead.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
that's crazy, man.
That
crazy.
See, this is what they need. This is something that will give you a very different playing experience, and they desperately needed that.
They desperately need it, and this is what the Community Summit guys were talking about. You know, they were talking about a mode that they've never seen before in Destiny. Everyone. Again, we've got tremendous sources, and everyone that we trust was like, this mode is a game changer. Yeah. So this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. Shout out to Chris Cooper Elite in the chat, everybody, Punk in the chat. Yeah, this crazy, man.
Yeah, seriously, this is absolutely nuts.
Let me know you're ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
We have Joe over there.
For this next raid, we wanted to get back to the epic adventure where you're going out to slay a big monster again. This raid has more bosses than any raid we've ever had before. And we're really excited to get players.
That's exactly what Attic wants to hear.
Yep.
The raid is actually about more than just the raid. It's about the Dreaming City, the place that the raid exists. And it's an in-game destination that we've never done before.
It's the Awoken homeland.
I could talk about the Dreaming City for hours. It's like if the Vault of Glass and Dreadnought had a baby.
If they were like twins.
Or yeah, that's actually more accurate.
Yeah, they're like twins.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You had twins, and then you took those twins and you put them on the doorstep of Peter Jackson, raised them as his own, and then that's the Dreaming City.
Wow. It is magical and weird and mysterious.
It's designed to be a destination that has puzzles that you need to solve.
A lot of hidden corners, lots of passageways that might not seem to exist the first time.
And the raiders, they affect this destination. They change it for everyone.
It's like this cyclical end game place where there's just secrets and different activities that unveil over time.
So the Dreaming City that you see at launch is not going to be the same Dreaming City 2-3 weeks later.
Whoa, what?
You heard that?
Yep.
So with every design decision we made,
Okay, pause it for a second.
The first thing we asked.
Pause it.
Okay, by the way, that Titan Slam is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm at 1209.
What's up, Monkey Punch? 1211. I'll go back.
Sleep, what up, Sleep? So, what up? Let's see all my day ones in there.
Okay.
Yeah, what you got to say on this one?
So, biggest, seems like one of the biggest raids, most bosses they've ever had in a raid. I'm trying to think. You had Oryx, the Sisters,
Golgoroth,
and Golgoroth. So that's 4 already.
That's 4.
And that's what? I know Vault didn't have that. No, 4's got to be the biggest for Taken King.
Taken King had the most bosses.
So there's going to be at least 5 bosses, which is not a short encounter, much less all the puzzles and stuff it looks like in between.
Do you get, I don't want to get too gassed, but I'm not getting a raid layer vibe. But he did say something about it evolving over time.
He said, but it was over weeks.
Over weeks.
Yeah, he's like, the first time you guys step in, it'll look different after weeks. He's like, the people who go in and raid are going to change change what is in there, I guess, or change the look of it. So I don't think it's an in-time live destructible environment or anything like that, like Battlefield. But I think it'll be more times the boss gets killed or something, happens over and over. Right. Everything's going to happen more frequently. Yeah, I don't think they could do I don't picture a raid layer, honestly.
I hope not, because I'm not getting that vibe.
It doesn't.
I'm not getting that vibe. That's the vibe I don't want anyway.
Yeah, no.
I liked it. Like, this looks like a fleshed out world. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at. But okay, let me know when you're ready.
All right, one sec. All right, and 3, 2, 1, go.
Made for the Forsaken. Like, the first thing we ask is, how will the community react to this?
Players want their investment in Destiny to matter, and they want to be able to see that reflected in the content.
We knew we wanted to do something for the collectors in our game, so we built a feature called the Collections. It's a way for you to track all the items that you can go out and acquire.
There's so much gear in our game. There are 2,000 items you can get. Go get them.
You can look at sets and you can say, I haven't filled out this set. What do I have to do to go get it?
If I want to find how many guns in the world, I can actually go look now.
We also had a Triumphs thing, which is just acknowledging your achievement.
It ties into records, it ties into lore.
It's a thing that can help you drive hey, I want to do that. And if I do those things, I can get a title. I can have a title floating over my name that says that I'm a god or whatever. Not me.
Titles.
Like you.
That's something.
World.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to show that in
We want Forsaken to feel like a game that never ends. So we're going to reinforce the hobby and make the experience something that can be played night over night.
We're changing the weapon slots. We're changing how the pursuits work. We're adding new features like the Collections and the Triumphs. We built Gambit.
We've got a whole bunch of new weapons
Gambit
to chase, exotics that are really powerful.
Oh, what is that?
Lisa focused on some sweet new exotic armor. Maybe we got overboard, dialed it too high?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. There's no such thing as going overboard.
Ore to go out there and collect in the world. Exotic armor pieces to go out there and hunt.
Those look insane.
Working on armor perks, random.
Hold on, pause it.
Pause it. Go back. What you want to do? 13? Tell me where back at.
I'm at 1337.
All right, 1330. I'm at 1338. But let me bring it back a little bit. I'm at 1336. We'll meet the 36.
Either way, yeah. By the way, that sword void swipe thing looked
crazy.
Yeah, it's just whoosh, and they just melted.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest thing he said is armor perks.
Right, which is what I'm seeing when I'm in the Dreaming City. You'll deal more damage to all targets. Here we go. Remember this?
While in the Dreaming City, you take more damage from all sources. That's like a give and take right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh yeah, that is. Yeah, because you said you take more damage.
You deal more.
So that's that's very risk reward. That's crazy.
Interesting. I don't know. I just wanted to pause here. It's armor perks is honestly one of the biggest things I need. I need half my inventory to matter. It's you got a ghost. Yeah, you got 3 different slots now. You can mix it up how you want. I still want to know how that works, but we'll get there. It sounds like. But yeah, I just want armor perks.
Look at the left. You got the 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And it just seems like kinetic energy power.
Right. Power. It's got to.
It's like grenade launcher, sniper, and hand cannon. Like, I don't know how you pick a token amount. Is it just like 3 slots and everything can drop everywhere, like outside of power?
Because here's the thing. I don't get the vibe that, for example, kinetic hand cannon in the 1 slot. Like, I don't get the vibe we can just drag and drop that down in the 2, right?
I think there might be separates. Like, you might have kinetic snipers, energy snipers, and things like that.
That's the vibe. I think new weapons are going to appear. My gut says, again, I'm just me guessemeating.
Well, they said there's 2,000 things in the game. How about a big vault? You need a huge vault. That's a huge
shout out to the
vault.
Shout out to Salty bow and arrow straight out of Warframe.
Hey,
Hey, I'll take it.
I'll
take it, man.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
New mod system, new subclass path.
We're making Forsaken for people who love.
What is happening?
Making a game that we can all love. That is the goal. That's what we're going to constantly be pushing towards, always.
Everything we're building is through that lens.
Low-key feeling the hunter shit.
All right, just pause it right here on that title.
All right, I'm at 1401.
I'm at 1402. I'm just sitting there with Deej looking straight at the camera. What's up?
No, I'm not at Deej. I'm at 1401 with the Forsaken logo.
Well,
wow.
So Vita, I will say, like, building up the hype. I think they managed that.
Yeah, they got that going. Hype is good.
Destiny 2 game, Destiny 2 expansions 1 and 2 required. Sold separately.
All right, so we know that. But that's given. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
that's
saying?
kind of how that goes. You have to buy everything up. Now, will there be a bundle to buy it all together? I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's
sure.
just they did before. Like, what was it? Destiny the Collection. Same thing,
man.
I'm sure.
I ain't gonna front though. I got a little Warlock envy right now, man. Now Hunter look crazy this year. The Golden Gun class, whatever this, that with the stars. The damn Arc Strider is on some old kung fu. You can't.
Yeah, he's doing the Deadpool deflection right there.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Like, like that. It's crazy. It's crazy right now. Like that. The Hunter. Right,
I still love the Titans Superman bomb. Like that is that is insane. It's just like boom, just go.
I didn't see anything for the Warlock.
You didn't see the void like.
Well, he put the hand out and he did some like.
Well, no, he had like a blue laser Kamehameha thing, like
some power erupting out of the hand part. That looked cool.
And then what about the void, the dodge blast? That was the Warlock.
Wait, that was Warlock?
That was the Warlock doing the void dashing.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Okay.
I don't know what the solar is, but that's the Warlock doing those dashes. So
okay.
So we got some options. So I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah,
I feel like those other two are about to take over the other supers and make them look like crap. I hope they like kind of revamp the others. So
yeah, either that or like I said, my gut is gonna be that these are the new variation trees per
something like that.
We'll see. You ready to rock?
All right, yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Sorry, guys, for all the countdowns, but
hello.
That's how we got to do it today.
I just saw you guys in that video.
Yeah, I know. It's very, very fancy.
Are we live? Is this real?
Teaching the
Calm down.
I guess.
Yeah.
Is this now?
Just me.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay, good. Well, in that case, welcome to the live portion of the show. That was obviously a Bungie Vidoc, so that we could reveal Destiny 2 Forsaken, a major expansion to the game that we've been playing since last September. And this September, we're going to have all new ways to play and collect and evolve and do awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So it's my pleasure to introduce you to my two fellow co-hosts, two developers who have been leading our team in the development of this new adventure. They are Scott Taylor.
Hi.
And Steve Cotton.
Scott.
How's it going?
So these two gentlemen have been
Iron, right?
with me on stream previously. If you've been watching Bungie streams for a while, they may seem familiar to you. Scott, you and I sat next to each other right around this time last year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yep.
God, time passes
It
so
does.
fast when you're playing fun.
Yeah, that'd be Rise of Iron time.
So we were together
I
for
remember
the
him
reveal of
Rise.
Rise of Iron.
Yep, I do
that was
remember.
great. And Steve, you and I traveled all the way to Germany by way of 2 planes and 4 trains.
18 trains.
Yeah. But you were on stream for the first time that we ever revealed private matches and playing in Rise of Iron. So welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
For people who might not be familiar with you, for people who might not know what you do here, talk to me
What is
about
it that
what you do at
do
Bungie
here?
and what your contribution to Forsaken has been.
Right, so I am the Forsaken project lead. My primary job is controlling Steve. When I'm not doing that, we work with a lot of awesome people, the leads of the game, to make sure that Forsaken ships and is everything that we want it to be. So that's kind of what I do.
Do you concur? Are you under control?
Well, for loose cannon, I guess maybe. No,
Okay.
he keeps me under control.
Yeah.
He's
Step
good.
into analysis.
Step into.
What had it work?
It's the Westworld.
So what's your role on Forsaken?
Oh yeah. In a game, any game, but a game like Destiny especially, somebody kind of has to try to keep the whole game in their head so that we're making all the right decisions for what's best for the game. So I guess that's what I do, and set high level direction and goals for the teams, but. Mostly, I think I just listen to a bunch of great ideas and nod a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can handle that.
And we, enabling so many different disciplines, so many different teams to work on this game, and we got to meet a lot of those teams and a lot of those people in the Vidoc. Narrative designers, sandbox designers, mission designers, activity designers.
Yep.
So it's all coming together all over again under your direction. So we're grateful for it. What have been your overall goals? What have been your super objectives in the leadership and guidance of all these teams working together?
So we had two goals with the Forsaken, Scott and I. The first was to kick off the game with a brand new story. One that had a new tone and a new style, one that we're both really, really excited about. You saw a little bit of it in the Vidoc, but
just a little bit.
We're not going to talk about that much today. I think we want to leave that for a little bit later. But
I was like, how about
the other
don't tell
goal
me anything at all? Just
was
make
that
it long.
we wanted to reinforce the Destiny hobby. And that was about bringing depth back to the game. It's about not depth in the way that we challenge players, and the way that they discover secrets and the systems, and the way that they learn about the game and feel smart and think about the game. So those were the two goals.
Okay. When you talk about bringing depth to the game, I think we took a look just briefly at the Dreaming City during the Vidoc. And I think this is a great piece of evidence as to your commitment to the end game and exactly how you're bringing this
team's
depth
always been
to
phenomenal.
the end game.
It's kind of off the charts.
And I love the statement that this is the first time that we've ever built a destination to serve as the home to the end game, a place where all of those things can live.
Yeah, so I don't want to spoil the surprise here, because that's what the Dreaming City is about, about being a surprise. But it is a destination built to have some of the most difficult challenges and the deepest secrets. But it's one that I think we want to leave for another day as well.
Secrets aren't very valuable.
We're being coy about a lot.
It's funny. Yeah, we haven't. I mean, actually, we're just really excited about Dreaming City, and it ties into the raid in a really special way. And so we're showing more of that than we have before. But it's because we really want to show that the raid and they all tie together in a really impactful way.
Good.
But player discovery is like
thank
really
you.
important, and so I think we're gonna kind of leave it there.
That's fine
for this.
Yeah.
But
you have a lot of
look how
endgame.
pretty.
You have a lot
look
of
how pretty.
It is pretty.
Look how pretty.
It is pretty, and you have a lot of endgame promises to make. These are promises that we will keep in the game, and also promises that we will elaborate on all summer long. This stream is the beginning of a conversation. I think we're kind of creating a table of contents of conversations that we will have later on. The story reveal is planned for E3. So next week we'll learn a lot more about the story that they're telling.
I don't want them to tell too much.
We'll learn
It's
more
my only
about
worry.
our endgame challenges as the summer unfolds. May even invite some people outside of our studio to experience the
Would be
Dreaming
nice,
City
but
and to talk
probably
about
not
its
us.
promise, because we're pretty good at saying that what we make is cool, but an outside perspective is always valuable. So these are curiosities that we will pay off later. Apologies if you want us to delve all the way into the deepest reaches of the Dreaming City.
We want you guys to play this game. We want you guys to play the game.
We do, in fact, want you to play this game. So these are conversations that we'll have later. Something that we talked about a great deal in the Vidoc was
wearing
Gambit.
that shirt. Yeah,
Gambit, my shirt.
Gambit, yes. Or as our community has come to know it, Redacted.
Yes.
Redacted.
So, this was the super secret mode that we have had some people in our community get a first glimpse at here in our studio. If you were one of those people, one housekeeping note, we do want your reactions and your hot takes about Gambit to be kept under wraps until the first day of E3. But if you'd like to raise your hand and say, I have played Gambit, that's a good beat for this moment.
They can replace Redacted
with Gambit. That's about as much as the conversation has evolved.
That seems good.
But
Their
we
NDA
can
is
talk a lot about how
slightly.
it plays and what the essential experience is what have been your goals for this new activity that we've never seen Destiny played this way before?
So it was really important to both Scott and I that Forsaken was able to deliver a new experience to people, right? And so what we gave the team, Lars, Robbie Stevens, the team free reign to invent something completely new. But specifically one that took advantage of all the best aspects of Destiny. So shooting monsters in the face, shooting guardians in the face.
Yeah.
Bring those together and then add like big bosses and small bosses and treasure goblins. And
like moat goblins. There's moats.
Moat goblins.
Moat goblins, like a golden axe.
Yeah, and then
one player's moat is another player's treasure.
That's true, actually. Yes, that is true.
If you bank
those
them.
are a thing. Those are a thing. So all of those things, and then the team did something really awesome, and they added a risk-reward strategy mechanic to the game that really changes the conversations and the way that the decisions that you make during the game. It's no longer just about how fast can I shoot a guy and bring him down. It's about, well, should I be killing guys? Should I be collecting modes? Should I be banking? Should I be invading the other team?
The invasion
so
sounds
the
crazy.
result
That's
is
the part I want them to
fantastic
get into.
to play.
I don't know if they
the
do it
community
today.
got to play it.
And then, actually, this is really cool. At E3 next week, people will get to play Gambit. That's what we're going to have there.
Nice.
Guess I'll be looking
and
for
Gambit
that.
will
Go
also
capture
be
yourself
like,
some of that.
on the director, it'll be its own
You already
node.
know.
This new activity
If they
will
allow
live
it.
alongside the Crucible.
The Lords will
the
be in the
Strikes,
building
and
for that.
everything.
Yeah, it's its own thing. So, as Scott just said, we will be at E3 for the 6th year in a row. We will be at the Activision booth.
Oh, I'm coming
working
through.
with our friends, put on a great
Cognito
show
coming
for
through, baby.
everyone who gathers around that space. Stop by and play. Stop by and spectate. This is our first opportunity for people to get hands-on with this new activity. Now, if it's a little late for you to be planning a trip to Los Angeles or trying to score an E3 badge and you want to join the hands-on pre-launch conversation, we're going to take that same Gambit build, that same pre-launch build that we're bringing to E3, and we're going to ship it straight to Tampa, Florida after E3 is over, so that it can be playable also at Guardian Con. So we're going to be sending an away team to that gathering of community and content creators.
Yeah, I literally
Gambit will be
refunded my
playable
ticket,
there.
but I'll survive.
And if you want to be included, get yourself a ticket to Guardian Con, because we'll be there too, and we'll see you there.
It's cool though
anything
that
else
they're
we
doing
want
that
to
with
say
the
about
community
Gambit
too.
before we
Though.
move on?
That's
I'm
cool.
excited for people to play it.
Yes. So
feel like
I'm in my
changed
feelings
in
that they
January,
doing
but
it.
like
I'm not going.
And
the year we don't go, I'm
Destiny,
feeling.
Yeah, of course.
Once the Destiny campaign is finished, a lot of players are always asking us, what's now? What's next? How are you going to keep me engaged over the course of the year? Give me a roadmap for all of the other moments when I know that my hobby as a Guardian is going to be infused with new things to do. One of our new answers to that question is something that we're calling the annual pass.
This sounds financial.
A new way for us to sustain the game with new releases of content. And if we can keep the main graphic on the screen for just one moment longer, I want to call out the fact that the annual pass has 3 different releases. This is live on DestinyTheGame.com right now. And because our product pages have gone live, we just want to set some expectations for how this is different from what you may have known this year. If you played Curse of Osiris, if you played Warmind, this is a different thing. So if you're the type of person that throws your money down on something as soon as it becomes available, we'd like to set your expectations that this is different than those expansions. What we have here are 3 different releases that will come out over the course of the year. Black Armory, Joker's Wild, and Penumbra. In the winter, spring, and summer.
So these are 3 next DLCs?
So these releases are a new way for us to deliver content. What would you say, what purpose would you say that these serve?
I think that the purpose here is to give you more of what you want more often. It's also about, it's more about chasing the power and the gear. Basically, that's it. I mean, more often, more stuff.
I got jokes right now.
Destiny, the acquisition of power, the collection of new gear, the upgrading of your character. That's really what people talk about when they refer to the Destiny hobby. Let me take a deeper dive into exactly what you'll find in these different.
All I'm seeing is price numbers
over the course of the year in the annual pass. And if we can give people a read on this, here is what across these 3 different releases you can find in your annual pass. End game challenges, obviously
like a
new
raid
things to
icon.
collect.
A raid
new and
icon,
returning
not raid layer.
exotics, new pinnacle activities, deeply challenging things to really test your skill and your teamwork. New triumph records to collect, and we'll take a look at exactly how that'll unfold in the game. And new lore to discover and collect.
That's the ace of spades in the lore.
You
right
want
here.
to pause it real quick?
Delivering
Yeah, go for it. I'm at
every
26-14.
player.
What is it? 26-14?
26-14. I just noticed that was the ace of spades in the lower right hand corner.
Yeah, because Cade's the one in the story, so he's the one standing on it there.
Continue. Yeah, what you got to say? 26-14.
Trying to get to 26-14. Come on, computer, stop fighting me. God.
Yeah, if you fight me too.
Okay, for some reason I can't get to 14. I go 13 to
We'll
pause
be
it.
delivering.
Cool. I'll see if I can move 13.
Okay, no, I gotta get. I'm good.
Okay, cool.
So, in-game challenges. Not content, but challenges.
Challenges.
So raid challenge modes.
Raid challenges, modes.
Before?
Yeah. Raid challenge modes. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Okay, got one in chat. Monkey Punch over here.
Punch, what up?
He said, "Make that bleep free after you beep up Bungie."
Yeah, there's a big thing in the community right now, which is because of the debacle of Destiny 2 at launch, that they have some nerve for charging, And yeah, I mean, listen, in a perfect world,
they're
I think
a business though too.
They're a business. You know what I'm saying? In a perfect world, yeah, it would be a nice mea culpa. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I never saw that happening. And unfortunately, there are going to be some people that are going to say, hey, how dare you?
No.
I'm not paying for anything after, what I got initially, or some may be on a wait and see kind of basis. So we'll see how that plays out.
So new weapons, armor, and vanity rewards to collect. We'll see if they matter. Of course, random rolls and hopefully armor perks make things different. We'll see. New and returning exotics. Of course, they're going to keep the returning back. I do honestly hope if they're going to return more and more of D1 back, that they don't reset it again for D3. If they do that, then it's like,
at this point, it's like, come on.
You can't do that for a third time.
A third game. Yeah, I agree. At this point, it's like keep everything existing and then, move forward at this point. I don't want to hear about the vault blew up again. And
like just the one time, and then I think we're good.
Yeah, you're going to use that mulligan once.
Yep. New pinnacle activities. So it's just going to be in-game type stuff. I don't know what that involves. Just more Nightfall level stuff or challenges or prestige. That's my only guess. I don't know. I mean,
but this is interesting terminology. Not to cut you, but like if you really look at it, annual pass, right?
Yeah.
Annual.
Yep.
So again, does this mean they're changing models?
They have to be a little bit.
Yeah. I agree. Shout out to Fonz in the chat. He says, yeah, since they're making money off these microtransactions, they should adopt some free DLC. Yeah, I mean, I would love it. I would love it in a perfect world. I just know that Activision got their hands on this. And unfortunately, we're going to pay. There's no doubt about it. I don't see them getting from underneath that. But it's curious, the terminology now. So, again, maybe they're going away from expansion 1 and 2. Normally, they would do like expansion 1 and 2, which would be like winter and spring combo deal. You get it for what, $45 or something like that, $35, $40.
Yeah, 35. I think for 35 or 40 for each separate. So
right, but now it looks like they're throwing that summer.
Yep.
That pretty much seems like the change, right? It seems like they're showing the
they
summer.
have a third piece in there. So spring they do earlier. So what do you have? Winter's always going to be like December, basically. Typically, it seems to be there always December. Then you'll have March, and then what, like June? Just kind of a 3-month, and then you'll do whatever D2 Forsaken 2.0 in the fall or something like that. I mean,
exactly.
However you have your annual cycle. So I guess hopefully we'll get more details, but yeah, let's get back to it here.
Let's get back to it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Every player. The annual pass does have exclusive content for the people that purchase it, but this collection game is about to evolve in year 2. So I would say that to set your expectations for this right now, we're leaning harder into the things that keep you coming back to the game week over week, month over month. It's activities, it's action, it's challenges, it's things to earn and collect. We're not leaning as hard into cutscenes or cinematics. Obviously, we're telling a story. But it's a story that you'll discover in moments of action, the reason we play the game, and things that we can collect, and our understanding of the world that you're creating will grow
if they put some lore back in the game in a different way
through the annual pass. and you'll be building on the great
It's
story.
going to be contentious with the law community, though.
Forsaken.
Yeah, it's definitely about not having just a single moment where people come back and having that kind of extend and stretch out.
Yeah, yeah. And each of these releases, the 3 releases that we indicated, each of those releases begins a new season of play. So they kick off the season. It's a season that every player can enjoy with the people that own the annual pass, but it is sort of a thematic
But
shift.
if you don't own
So
it,
with the new beginning of the season, with the new
they made
release
that
of the
mistake
annual
once, they
pass, we
won't do
create
that
a new
again.
theme that presides over
Some
everything
stuff
that
is still
people
going to be
will
normal
doing in
for
the game.
seasons.
Yeah.
This is obviously something that you'll need to know more about. This is something that we will be talking more about, but because it's live and because it's available right now, we felt this was an important conversation to have before everyone made the assumption that, oh, these are these 2 expansions that I'm used to getting in Destiny. We've reinvented the way we sustain the hobby. We've reinvented the way that we release new content after launch, and we'll talk more about this. We'll talk more about everything we're talking about today, but we'll definitely talk more about this soon.
Yep.
Anything else you think I should be saying about that?
No.
That's kind of the new raw space, but
covered it.
we'll get more into it.
Interesting.
In addition to the annual pass, obviously there's all the things that we do for every player of Destiny 2.
Why do I hear
And
dollar
we're going
signs
to
in my
continue to
head?
update
We're
the
going to
game.
go check the Bungie side after
Got
this.
a brand new
Oh,
roadmap.
here we go.
roadmap, pause.
If all has
Let's pause
gone,
it.
28-27, let's go. This
20
is
and
our
29
favorite.
here.
This is
Yeah.
Flashpoint now.
Yeah, that's Flashpoint. Okay, so 1.2.1 is at 1.2.3.
Yep.
6v6 quick play.
6v6 quick play.
Yep.
Holla.
They
Go.
listened. They listened.
Hey, listen.
Permanent Rumble.
Permanent Rumble playlist.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Bounties, I still want to know what they're doing with that because that could be good or could be useless. I just still don't know. Raid Lair Prestige, we still don't know much. July 17th is your date, though. I actually didn't even look at
Got
that.
a date. Yep, July 17th.
Year 1 Triumph, so that'll be your Destiny 2 Year 1 Triumph shirt or emblem or stuff to complete. More exotic armor sandbox changes. The ones so far, Lunafaction Boots is breaking the game right now. Have you seen some of the stuff on that?
No, what's going on? What they doing? What they doing?
Oh my god, because it boosts the range when you go Empowering Rift. They go into Callus and one-plate him with shotguns.
No.
Yes. Basically, almost one-plate him with shotguns. It is insane. And they're using shotties on the baths too, with the little purple hanging things. They're literally just melting everything with shotguns. It isn't because it's boosting the range and boosting the damage.
They got
I was like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're gonna have to build around it or something, but yeah, it's kind of nuts right now. So
I gotta see that.
I gotta go get some rating in because I honestly haven't. It'll definitely boost the gear. So 1.2.3. I don't know where 1.2.2 went because that just apparently fell off the truck.
Yeah, it just killed the map.
So year 2, let's go down. September 4th, we have a date. They're trying to jump ahead of everything in September because it's September, but
we got an official date. Yeah, September 4th. We're the first. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
They're barely ahead of Spider-Man's like a few days later. Maybe I thought it was a single digit number. So what is it, like Friday or Thursday or?
But they should listen. One thing about Destiny I will say is this: they will withstand the blunt of any single player game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean they will.
A single player game will take a base for a while, and then it's a single player game. So it's just at the end of the day, it's the big the big guys, the Red Deads and the Call of Duties and what I'm saying, that kind of stuff. Because we're assuming Red Dead's gonna have some kind of a mode, I'm assuming. But yeah, what I'm saying. But I'm glad, man. Shout out to Zero in the chat. He said bounties. You miss bounty. But yeah, September 4th, man. I like it. I like the date. Get out as early as possible.
Pretty much, because you're gonna have Call of Duty and Battlefield both in October, but it still gives you about 5 weeks, I think, from both, depending on the dates. I forget. It was like 12th, 19th. And then Red Dead's obviously November. But I mean, give yourself a month to kind of get settled, get out there, see what people are liking. I mean, if you
shout
get
out
enough
UK
people
dads in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, continue.
No, if you get enough, people at least enjoying it for a while, even if they step away, try other things, you might be able to pull them back again with a step in the right direction with whatever's in December. So you'll have people play for a while, work on their stuff, and then maybe come back with another push.
Shout out to Zero. He's saying Spider-Man, Tomb Raider, and Spyro all around that same time. And that's true. Again, but I've always felt Destiny can always withstand. They need to avoid people in their genre or the multiplayer only kind of games. And I think that gives them a nice little window before, October?
Yeah, October's Battlefield COD.
Yeah. That's when you get hits. You know what I'm saying in the player base.
Yep.
All right. So we got in-game triumphs to also get collections. Weapon slot changes.
I still want more details on that. Hopefully we'll get there in a second. Weapon randomization. Again, that's just a big thing just for the grind. So if I get a better Devils and I get my 4th one, it might have something different. Like that alone gives you a reason to look at everything you pick up. Because most of the time, it doesn't matter anymore. Right now, it does not matter. So I'm kind of curious if they're going to do randoms for all the weapons that are out there.
That's a good question. If they're going to go all,
It's like, what if you can now get randoms on Better Devils? I mean, Better Devils is about as good as it's probably going to get. But, I mean, what about some of the other ones in there, like a crappy pulse rifle, and you can get a random that will make it better?
I hope this applies to existing weapons, not just anything from Forsaken moving forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like, yeah. Don't make all those good weapons that you had obsolete. Give those weapons a chance to have random rolls, so now people can find some hidden gems, right? With weapons that we thought were crappy, and now they've got a couple perk slots with some changes. Now you're talking about that grind, that investment for the perfect weapon again. Like that's what we want. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So
people.
I'm gonna run 3 snipers.
3 snipers.
Yeah, it's like some of these builds are probably gonna be bananas. What if you're just the one running around in it? See, I actually kind of like, before we even go any farther, I actually like the idea of that for a raid. What if your job is literally like you stay on the farthest back plate or whatever, the rear thing, and just pick stuff off? If that's what you're good at, crowd control. Just pick stuff off. Headshots here and there. Pick stuff off. Help people. If somebody else is running them, you keep the focus. You're like a DPS. I wish they would still go a little bit harder with stuff like that. Like, hey, if I start sniping somebody and somebody's running up to you to do some, mechanic or use a relic or something, you're still on me because I have the aggro by damage. Like, if you could do something like that with a Titan wall and peek out and hit the damage and using all that, and they're doing stuff, that would be cool. Like,
that'd be cool.
I wish they would go just a little more.
Listen, at the end of the day, it gives customization, gives you that freedom, to do what you play how you want to play. So that's good.
Mod system update. This has got to be about the armor. Now, this is the one that has me questioning. Like, mods right now, weapons are like, you have a damage type, you have kinetic, it just gives you a point bonus. That's it. Which is, they still need more mods for guns too. Like, let me have a rangefinder mod. Let me have a, anything. Just let me get a better scope that I can just go a little harder into that. I want to see like some, but also, I mean, I got to get some weapon mods that actually matter, or armor mods that matter. So different roles, like 2 mod slots. Let me go like extra here, all that stuff. So mods is one that I definitely want to see. I love how bulk shader deletion is a thing.
I love how that is a thing.
We figured out how to delete 100 shaders and we won't break your game. It's like, that should not be on this list. That should be that should literally be in the patch notes. That's patch notes.
I know. The fact that they're bragging it is so funny.
Yeah, don't brag on that one, please. Yeah, honestly, like, I mean, some people would want to know. You might be like, hey, and you'll be able to delete all your shaders. Just say it once in chat or tweet it out, but not on your roadmap. That just doesn't belong there. New Crucible mode. So there's a new mode. Gambit? No, that's the new game mode, period. Like, new Crucible, because that's not just PvP. New Crucible mode, what, like Rift?
But it says new. But you never know. It could be
new for D2.
New for Destiny 2.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, for the Crucible maps.
200 additional vault slots.
Oh, holla.
That's okay. Give me 1,000 or pages, or you stop it, because you're going to give us like 30 more shaders. I already don't have enough space for the ones I have. And unless you figure out if they get rid of the shader situation, I don't think they're going to, because they have a bulk shader deletion. So they're not going to let you get rid of them or have a collection, because you're going to be able to delete them, which still sucks. Anyway, 200 some, but never enough. We all know that. In-game lore. Now, that's one where Bife is like, hell
big. Yeah. That's big. And I actually like that they put that as a tab.
Yeah.
That tries to reassure the lore community that they're going to take it serious. But then they say things like, yeah, it's about the actions you do with this season pass thing. So I'm a little conflicted if how dedicated they are to it. We'll see. Yeah. What are you thinking?
I mean, just the fact that the lore is in there, if you can go in, check on a tab, you're like, hey, what's this? And it's got something in-game, like the Grimoire cards before. Should have been in there before. Like, that's how you evolve D1 to D2. Like, Grimoire cards on Bungie.net to Grimoire cards in-game. If you're going to do something like that for here, Grimoire cards and things to look at and more stuff that's a little more accessible, yes. So, I'm okay with it. I just kind of want to know, and I'm sure Bife wants all the details. He's like, gimme.
Of course,
You
of
know,
course.
Of course, his job is like, well, crap, now it's all in the game. I guess I have to interpret and extrapolate the theories. So,
Listen, Zero, I'm not screaming victory for lore yet. I'm happy there's a tab that says in-game lore, yes.
Yeah.
But remember, when they were talking that annual pass, and they were like, yeah, it's going to be less cinematic and da-da-da-da, that's why I'm like, let's pump the brakes.
So
Let's see.
Okay, then let
You
me
know
ask
what
you
I'm
a question. So for the cinematic, when it's like, so what if they take out the cinematic of you flying into the raid, or they take out the? I'm trying to think of the cinematics in D2
They
as
don't
you
have
go.
much cinematics as it is when it comes to certain stuff.
No, I mean for
That's
certain
like
things they don't. Like that's what I was
Yeah,
like.
they talk about taking out cinematic. I'm like, that's
But
of
if you
course,
have
of
more
course.
like cohesive voice chat as you go on, or what if it's like, so I mean, God of War, say it's you and your son. What if it's more of a discussion about things as you walk around? As you're walking around, you have like Cade come on the
That would
speaker.
be dope.
So that if it goes that direction with more voiceover in-game action as you go, be like, hey, okay, this guy's crazy. I remember locking him up in prison because they talk about a prison break for the story. Like I remember locking this guy up. He's crazy. Watch him. He's a sniper. The fact that they have one of those Baron fights and it's a sniper battle, I like that. That sounded
that was dope.
sick. Like so
Again, but those are action set pieces.
But if you have discussion in between throughout and say you can reference it later, say, here's a voice thing to activate. It's like story mission number 1, go back here, listen to what Cade says, and you can play it back. That would at least help. So
I hate to do this to y'all because y'all real positive right now.
no, I'm just saying it's if those are steps in a direction where there's more of it, even if it's in game, it's still better than some of the stuff we have now. That's all I'm saying. It's better than nothing.
I hear you. This is Bungie, and their track record has shown that they have not committed to lore yet, and up until to this point, like we've had 2 DLCs to prove it. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Please trust me. I don't want to be negative Nancy here, but this is the sore thing. Like Destiny has proven right now that it's like refusing to be the story game. Right? It's the action to go get it, the loot, the chase, all that's fun. That's what keeps us going. But I like that they did this. You know what I'm saying? I just want us to temper expectations with it because we've seen, we have a lot of roadmap to show of what they've done in terms of respecting lore and respecting story. That's all I'm saying. But I'm happy it's there in the tab. You there, E?
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, I'm just letting you finish. So.
Okay, I'm done. I'm
so, of the 3 parts of the annual release, by the way, I looked up Penumbra.
Yes.
Penumbra is the part of a shadow where the light source is only partially blocked. So, Penumbra Sun, the ring-shaped semi-bright region of the sun spot that surrounds the darker umbra. So, somewhere between light and dark is basically what that sounds like. So,
it sounds like, yeah.
Interesting.
Wait a minute.
What?
I'm sorry. I skipped. Now, something I got excited about. I am so sorry. That last sentence just meant it hit my heart.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
didn't get there. We weren't there yet.
My eye glanced and saw something I should have saw that. Woo! Get to it. Go.
We have new bounties, so we'll have bounties and then new bounties and then Power Matters and Iron Banner and Trials.
DLC of the year. DLC of the year. That's
now you're on board. You don't care about the. You're good.
I'm good now. Now I'm good. That's what I'm talking about. Now this gives me. I'm gonna bring it back now.
I love how one line is like, "Oh no, I'm pooping all over Bungie." Okay, throw my money up the screen.
I'm in now.
Throw in the bills.
Let me tell you why I'm in. Because in the lore, Iron Banner power matters.
Yeah,
that's respecting the lore. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Woo! That's what I'm talking. That's huge.
We were saying, anyways. Continue once you lost all composure.
All right, you got me. You got me. I'll take that L. But I'm telling you right now, man, that's a huge deal. Power Man and Trials and Iron Banner, huge deal, man. That's what it's about. That grind to get that level. You should have somewhat an advantage in those difficult activities, especially if you grind it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And respects the law. Continue.
All right. So and more.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we already play Destiny enough as it is. I play it more than I should, but I mean, for a year or two, is this a Taken King level movement? It seems like it has a chance to be so far.
It feels. There's only one thing I feel. This thing feels great. There's only one thing I feel Taken King had over it though, which made Taken King like the ultimate, because they're mimicking the mad bosses with the raids. I like that. They're doing a lot of new mode. They're doing a lot of cool stuff. They're bringing all our Destiny 1 customization, all that. Remember though, Taken King debuted new subclasses. Now we're not getting them. We're getting these variations, which is cool.
We're getting like supers, basically. It seems
right.
Like. So
and exactly. Now the thing is, as far as the enemy types, that kind of I didn't see. Did you see anything?
They're fallen, but they're like fallen different for sure.
Yeah, they're fallen different. They're definitely different. They're definitely different.
But I mean, as it's still Destiny 2, I'm not sure this is the time where they go and develop. Just the same with Taken King. It was a reskin of guys, different animations, things like that. But using a similar models, I can only imagine like the time it takes to build some of that stuff. And they still build the animations on top of those. So I'm sure it's still fallen with like skins and armor and things like that. But I mean, honestly, Space Doritos being the darkness, I think that is going to be probably a D3 type thing. I don't think that is going to be this. So
okay.
That's just, I mean that's the time, that's the scale of thing I think you do, because in the scale of when you do the original story for D2, it goes, you release the Light of the Traveler, it hit Mercury, it hit,
that's the order.
It hit Mars, it hit the Reef, then way the crap out in the middle of nowhere, it hit the darkness. Whatever those black ships are, they turned on. They wouldn't do that if there wasn't a plan. Hopefully. So they finally went full circle and gave us some idea who the stranger is. So, you know, hats off to a little bit of that. But so I think we've rambled on about speculation. They could answer half our questions here. We just
I know here. We just stopped it because we couldn't.
I was like, we just had to. It's a roadmap. This is our thing. We
like roadmap, Flashpoint. Let's go. We just got a Flashpoint mode.
Flashpoint, long point. And all right, let's get it back going. 28, 27, 3, 2, 1, go.
Put on the screen. If all has gone according to plan upstairs, we have a brand new roadmap that has been updated on Bungie.net right now. So if this isn't entirely legible on whatever screen you're using, Bungie.net has our new June 5th development roadmap. And this is where we plot the updates that every player of Destiny 2 will receive. And as you can see, update 1.2.3, 1.2.3, so you don't think I'm just counting, due out on July 17th, has some pretty exciting new developments that will change the game even before Forsaken launches. Let's call out some of the things that we're looking forward to the most. Solstice of Heroes seasonal event.
It's very fun.
Yeah. So, and while the annual pass will have different things for players to tackle and enjoy, every player of Destiny 2 is going to continue to enjoy these seasonal events, these special occasions. Solstice of Heroes really deserves its own proper reveal.
Yeah.
So we will talk more about how that'll play out.
For that, and it's like a summer
66
thing.
quick play.
Pretty great.
Yeah. So the 66 playlist in the Crucible will permanently be home to 6 players versus 6 players. We'll keep competitive as that intimate,
I mean,
little sweatier, a little more challenging 4v4 engagements. And for those solo players out there that aren't excited about 6 players versus 6 players in those stacked teams, the Rumble playlist becomes permanent. And then all of the other things that you may have seen on a previous roadmap,
4v4
bounties,
quick plays going away,
prestige raid layers,
would be nice.
and some of the different features that improve your quality of life as a player. Let's move on to year 2.
Yeah.
There we go.
Along with the launch of Forsaken come a lot of interesting evolutions to the Destiny player experience. Scott, I think you can agree with me when I say that the most important development, the most important update on this list, bulk shader deletion.
I don't think it's a question. I think it's just. I think that is just a fact.
That much you said.
Yo, Deej is a fool.
And then shaders also are
Put it where
evolving
it belongs.
in our other some other features.
All kidding aside,
shaders are evolving.
A very large
Crossing
conversation
fingers
in our community, but there's a lot of other things here that a lot of players of Destiny can get very excited about. Power matters in Iron Banner and Trials. So if you want to win in the Crucible and those special events, you better commit to the progression of your Guardian. What else are you excited about? What else you want to call out?
Oh man, well there's vault space, which is also another thing that you know.
Yeah.
That's the
we add all this
Smiles.
content, and I don't want to spoil ahead, but that we're adding some random roles. And
sure.
We can jump into that. But those things all tie together, right?
Yeah.
And so because we're doing that, the vault space is pretty important.
We'll take a look at gear collection and in-game triumph in just a minute, but it's important to call out that while collecting gear and keeping it in a menu that's sort of like your accomplishments, weapon randomization, or more affectionately known as random rolls, that is something that is coming back. Let's just say it again.
Yeah, they're testing it upstairs right now. It's coming back. We're bringing it in. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
What's your goal for that?
Which
as a game
capacity? I
director?
just want to make sure.
The goal for random rolls is just to get, to make earning gear more exciting to players, to personalize their chase for weapons and armor, and to like
thank you for
really
saying armor.
Add that depth that we were talking about before to a system that they can now kind of learn and dig into and try to figure out.
Yeah, I'm loving this recurring theme of depth.
Yeah.
Every drop has the potential to be exciting, to be something new.
That's what makes people
and,
come back.
Then when you get those weapons, how do we arrange them on our character? The weapon slot changes are something that are in development. We've seen that in playtest.
Oh yeah, and yes. Actually, do you want to talk about how it works? Then I can.
Sure, like weapon slots. Weapon slots are really exciting. I mean, all those all those things on that list are exciting. The weapon slots, especially, because the weapon slots are really about like giving you more control over your playstyle. So for me, it's about getting my fusion rifle back.
Sure.
That's just that's my priority. But for everyone else, I think it's different, right? And so now you have more control over which weapons you can put in those first 2 slots. You can still roll your 2 hand cannons if you want. Or you can roll 3 shotguns, Deej, if that's.
I do enjoy shotguns.
Yeah, but it changes the way that you think about the weapons that exist today, because it's going to like force you to move things around in a way that's really interesting, and then it changes the way you think about ammo and the way that it works. And so I'm really excited for people to play the weapon slots.
They still got some lot of explaining.
Yes, like Steve said.
Sorry, to steal your thunder there.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Spoiler. I didn't control him.
Yes.
He was next to me.
There you go.
You're a loose cannon. You're a loose cannon.
I was keeping my mouth shut for a little while on purpose.
No, so at E3 we said we're going to play Gambit. That means we're also going to be able to play test the new thing. So if you want a sniper in your primary, you want to play the bow, like we're going to have those things as part of that Gambit experience.
And an E3
sounds
test
like you just
build,
get an option to pick whatever.
Usually
there's more things that are going to be in those 2 slots.
It's not the full. It's not the full game. It's not the finished product. We usually deploy a limited inventory for use there. So it won't be the full realization of how the new weapon slot changes will work, but it'll give people a sense of how we're changing combat with access to different types of weapons for different opportunities. And like you said, you're going to let people play the way they want.
Yeah, and those are all going to be Forsaken weapons too. So it'll be new cool stuff that people get to see in the different slots.
Yep. And I did say that Destiny
see?
won't necessarily become Rocket Launcher the game, or was that just a fever dream
Pause it
from a
real quick.
rehearsal that we had prior to
Pause
the
it.
stream?
Yeah, 3407.
Did I say that live?
3407. What did you hear? Because I was like trying to reply to your text chat.
He hinted that he said the new stuff you get to see in different slots. The new stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to catch him out of context. Maybe you just making the blanket statement.
If it just has the Warmind icon, is that the only thing that has it there? So it's
that's the question.
Yeah,
that's the question.
If there's only so many archetypes though, depending on roles and things like that. Just hopefully they have a few extra. But I mean, how many kinetic sniper rifles do you really need?
I get that. I understand that. I'm not like.
But you're just saying they're probably not going to go back and redo every.
Yeah, because that's a lot of work. I mean, think about it. Like in their defense, right? If we're going to make everything. See, my only concern now again is the roles. See, the roles I need that to be what's the word? Retroactive.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Right. So I need that to be retroactive.
Yep.
But the slots, I'm okay if they're like, hey, Forsaken weapons can move around.
Yeah,
right. Anything
as long as they
existing.
give you a decent variety, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, they need to go into detail. I know this is the first reveal stream. I'm not gonna beat them over the head. This is them just telling us all this new stuff, plethora of information. That's cool. As we move further along, as we get closer, we'll see how that breakdown works as far as the slots. I'm just curious. Can I put play of the game in the first, in the kinetic? Like
if you could move some of that stuff around, that'd be really nice just to have what you have and be like, all right, fusion, rocket, like just some bananas. How do you think that's going to work in PvP though?
That's why I'm surprised, because the vibe I'm not getting, which is really like interesting, is I thought they would take like a Call of Duty point system. Right. So like when you put something in a certain slot, that's going to take up, let's say you got a 10-point system, right? And that's going to take up 6, because you moved whatever into, the what you call it. You move sins of the past into the primary slot.
Yeah,
right?
for some ridiculous reason, but yes.
Exactly. So now, okay, you only got a couple of points to play with your other two, and that way limits you to specific weapon types like a sidearm or whatever, right? And being that everything would have a sort of quote unquote like a value, right? So I'm not getting that. You're not saying it doesn't exist, but the vibe, they looking like they sounding like you can just move around they're saying 3 shotguns, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think the way, because like if I think about the graphic, it shows the white 1 for your kinetics, shows the green 2 for your energy, and the purple like 3. So maybe it's just whatever icon of that type is on that weapon, that's the slot it can fill. Maybe there are kinetic snipers, but maybe you can also have another sniper. But basically, whatever slot that thing can fill, that's what it is. Maybe it's that. I don't know. That's my guess, but
it's gonna be interesting. Very interesting.
Back to
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Sorry for all the counting, guys. Sorry.
Rehearsal that we had prior to the stream.
You said the fever.
Did I say that live? Is
You
this,
did not.
is this now?
No, this is now.
Is this now? Okay. Yeah. So there's all sorts of other conversations that we'll need to have about ammunition and balance and all of those things. So this will be a long conversation throughout the course of the summer. Where are we going next? We called out on the roadmap that gear collections and in-game triumphs are something that we're bringing to every player of Destiny 2, and we caught a glimpse of that in the Vidoc. But just to reinforce the fact that it is in fact real, I would like to break net live to a build of the game.
Can I say something?
I would love for you to say something.
So this is a build we propped from someone's machine. It's totally in development. We are going full transparent. You're gonna see things, numbers, whatever. They are all like they're not fake, but they're not real. They're
not done.
They're not in the Westworld. Like so they're not done. And so when you see something that's a number on a screen or this is about, we're gonna show you guys the bones, and I am not uncomfortable about this. This is gonna be great.
This is a look behind the curtain. This is a glimpse of something that is, in fact, in development.
Right, so there's the 1-1.
You can see our brave guardian named Bungie TV.
Pause.
This
pause.
is a
okay,
So
I'm at
now-
35-23.
So now you got a 1 and a 1. So you got Rat King up there in 1. That's still kinetic, but also looks to be like a kinetic. I swear I have that sitting on a character. Hold on, let me look at it.
It
I
looks
got that
like
crappy scout rifle, and I swear it's normally. Is that energy normally? But it's still a 1 and a 1.
But it says 1 because that looks like either like that's a pulse or a scout.
It's the Metronome 52, I think. Oh crap!
Yeah, it's either that or the Zone Patrol or one of them giants.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's not right. I'm trying to look at the little stripe on the gun. Swift Ride is what it looks like.
Oh, okay. So isn't that the pulse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But that always was there.
Yeah, that's there, but it's still counting as that 1. So anyway, all right. So I'm at 35-23. Where you at?
Yeah, the same thing. 35-23.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
picture that we have cobbled together for the purposes of this demonstration.
I love how the light
this
levels
is
are
obviously
too high
not
right
my
now.
character because Hunter. But
what are you?
I'm a warlock.
Oh, yeah?
Have we
I
met?
had no idea.
I'm a warlock too.
There you go. How you doing? Here you go. What are you,
guys
Steve?
Can take Titan. You guys
Are
can
you?
take your warlock.
Okay, so
I want
that's the end
I
of the
want
stream.
mobility,
No, I'm
resilience, and
kidding.
recovery just to be different.
So if we take a look at
wait.
the global navigation here on our user interface, across the top, the first thing you'll notice are some new feature tabs. The first that I'll call out are the triumphs.
Yep.
And
573
if, you can
works
pay
in
some
progress.
special
Holy
attention
crap.
to some of the headers here. All of this is a work in progress.
I want that placeholder medal.
Yeah, you want that placeholder medal?
Yeah,
exactly. That's a hard
Is
one.
it bad that I actually want it just because it's like glowy and yellow?
But there's a lot of empty space that you can populate here. You talked during the Vidoc about some of the different badges and some of the different titles that you can display to commemorate your accomplishments. We're going to take a very high-level view of this, and everything that you're about to see is a work in progress. So you can screenshot this, you can speculate this. All the numbers will change. As you can see, we have Gambit-specific triumphs to collect and to lord over your friends.
Large blocker motes,
how you
MVP,
collect motes or the blockers, or you can see that we've broken this out into different categories.
Years of Triumph
Again,
books.
there are not zero of these things, but you can see that this is about creating many different
definitely on
levels
PC by
of
the refresh rate.
and
yes,
letting you gather these
You can
things
tell that
together
one just 'cause
and
it's motor
categorize
cool.
them in ways that make sense. So that's Gambit. And then across here, you can see that, again, the numbers are meaningless right now. We are in development. Different triumphs for PvP. You'll be dispatched by the Vanguard. And then, of course, we are collecting in-game lore so that when we're telling stories that you discover and collect, even if there aren't cinematic cutscenes, which you have in the Forsaken campaign, of course, but throughout your hobby as a Guardian, there are going to be other things that you get to collect. And
there will be cutscenes, but
and really quickly, how that works is you're going to find items
too.
in the game that tell a story, and then you can go and gather them and collect them, and then read them in here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
See, that's actually a good thing.
You're going to find that
putting
story
away
out
that
of
like if
order,
you
too,
see
right?
it,
you're going to
like
find,
look at it later.
Yeah, so like
yes.
you're going to find items out in the world,
Yeah.
and you're going to open them, and it might be page 7 of the story, and you're going to piece it together.
Yeah.
See, that's the type of
throughout
stuff
your travels of
Bifle like a 20-page story and build a whole story.
So let's take a look at collections.
This I want to see.
You know, a lot of people have, when they talked about
349
Destiny,
weapons.
like how many guns, how many exotics,
Yeah.
where can I find that stuff, how do you get that stuff? This is going to be a great guide as you assemble your perfect arsenal. Again, we're going to leave a lot of this stuff for exploration at a later date, but just to show you
Of course, they'll
how
only go
one
into
of these
exotics because
categories
those are
works.
stuck
We're
rolls.
going to
They're
take
not
a look
show
at
me
the
other
exotic
one.
arsenal. So you can see here that we have this
Go
grouped out
over one.
by
I want to see. Can you just
weapons
pick it up?
and armor.
Yep.
So if I find something out in the world, if I buy something from Xur, if that fated engram pays off, this gets added to my collection.
Come on,
Yeah,
go,
so once
go,
you've acquired something, then it's here. And so this is obviously similar to the kiosk that's in the tower, but one key difference, as you noted earlier, is that this is with you at all times.
Yeah.
So certain weapons, like the exotics here, you can buy back for a price, and so you can, with the vault space and with this, you can kind of move with some more confidence that you've gotten the thing that you want.
And when you say buy back, like if I were to acquire Sweet Business and dismantle it, not that I would ever do that.
Why would you
because
do
it's
that?
so sweet. But if I did that, and then later on somebody said, you
He's going New
dismantled
Monarchy.
Sweet Business? What are you, an idiot? Like, what, did you think you weren't going to put an exotic in your heavy slot?
Well, you are an idiot.
Yeah, I know. I am an idiot, but I still play
Business
this
in your
game,
heavy
and
slot.
I love
That's
it just the
interesting.
same. And if I wanted my Sweet Business back, I could use this collection system to restore it to working order in my inventory. Using different materials that I've gathered. It's different for different categories. It's a long conversation that we're not going to have
to be really
today.
clear, that is explicitly about how the exotics work, and we're working on everything else.
Everything else is a work in progress. And because exotics are a thing of mystery and discovery, you're not going to tell me, you're not going to give me a full menu of what exotics you own and what exotics you don't.
No, but to note something there that I don't think we're going to exactly show, but if you were hovering over an Iron Banner weapon or piece of armor, it would tell
It tells you how to get it.
So it would tell you how to get it. It'd be like, go play that Iron Banner, or go do the strike, or whatever the
non-scout
circumstance
rifle,
is.
gunsmith
It'll let you know.
packages,
Or
like
if it's
maybe
mysterious like that, it will. They'll still be
pretty much the
mysterious,
only way to get that
non-exotic
done.
things as well.
Yeah. And then we're still gathering these things together and putting them into interesting categories.
Yep.
All right. And then the same goes for your weapons.
I want to see armor.
You'll tell me where I can go find all my favorite legendaries, or maybe document the things that I've earned as I progress. Do the same thing for armor, breaking that thing out across all the different activities, all the different subclasses. Collect all of your ghosts, all the different bots.
There's not two.
All of my ships, all of my
emotes,
sparrows.
I guess would that be
and
Flare.
And flare, perhaps near and dear to everyone's heart.
Gotta
the
be
flare,
emote.
the things that you use
Oh,
to
no,
decorate
everything.
your
Emotes,
guardians.
emblems.
Here we have our
Shaders.
emblems. Here we have our shaders. It's important to wear some flair. It's important to
Okay, so
express
shaders are in
yourself.
there. Why do I need to
You do
get rid
want
of
to
a stack?
express yourself,
That I
don't you,
want to
Steve?
know. Hopefully that evolves.
We really do require 15 pieces of flair.
15 pieces. Thank you for the
Destiny
movie.
2.
Yes, waiting.
Some people choose to wear more, and we encourage
I love
that.
this right now.
That's
Just because I know that movie. It's great.
You have a case of the Mondays.
I do have a bit of a case of the Mondays, even though it's Tuesday. But we can see that
Yo, they
this is
stupid.
an opportunity for you to look
Appreciate
upon all
to
of
know
your
they-
treasures. I don't know
they're
if
out
these
there.
numbers are placeholder or if they are finished.
Oh, of course.
Pardon our dust.
Let's just assume they're all placeholder.
Let's just assume
Yes.
that they're all placeholder.
Yes, let's play that game.
That is a fair assumption. And then, as we said over on the right, all of that's work in progress or even to be revealed. So we'll be filling in the raw space over
wanna
here
see how the damn
as we
weapons
finish
work.
our work on these new features.
You know you're not getting that.
I know.
And what else would you want to say about this?
Boy, I mean, like these are features available to everyone. Triumphs and collections are available to all the players of Destiny 2. So we're excited. I think that all these things go together to tell a story about depth and about Destiny for me is at its best when I have a triumph I'm chasing that's tied to a bounty, that's tied to a material I'm gathering from a public event. And I feel smart because I chose to do these things, and I'm trying to get the lore to finish the book. And so Destiny's really unique in that way, where I love Destiny the most when it's that. And I think that that's been a big piece of what we've been trying to do.
It was really powerful the moment this went in, and we imported our own characters from home, and you could see this just populate with the stuff you had and then the stuff that you still didn't have. And so I know a lot of people out there have almost as much, probably almost everything that they could possibly think that is out in the game, but this tells you, like, no, you still don't have this piece, or you still don't have this thing.
So that
Which
can become
sets
a motivation.
do you want to complete? It was really powerful.
Collections launches with Forsaken, so it's not going to be like moments of triumph where we say moments of triumph are live and our most hardcore fans go in and say, cool, I'm done, where's my shirt, right? Like there's going to be all new things to gather in there. There are going to be all new things that you can go and do and collect, and the collections tab will be a great way for you to sort of plan your time, which is something that a lot of people in our community talk about. I want to plan my time. I want to play my game in the most profitable way possible.
I mean, one thing we've talked about, back to the depth of the hobby and everything, is just the parallel pursuits that that players want to be on at the same time, whether it's the campaign or quests, or we're adding bounties. And so this collections is just another aspect, another axis of, hey, I can be spending my time going and getting this thing while I'm getting a patrol and I'm hunting down an outlaw and I'm doing all of these things.
All at once.
Deleting shaders.
Or the quest to delete shaders. It's going to be great.
Cool, guys.
It was almost the title.
Well, I think that's all we're going to talk about today. And I know that we have created more questions than we've answered by design. That was the plan. We will be at E3. We will be updating our blog every week.
Later.
We will be at GuardianCon. We'll be inviting other people to play this game and to offer their expert external opinions. This begins that old familiar summer cycle. If you are a Destiny fan, we're going to travel the world. We're going to talk to people wherever we can find them, and we're going to introduce them to Destiny 2 Forsaken. So
I like the Forsaken font, actually.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming with us on this journey. Thank you for playing. We'll see you at E3.
Yeah.
See you at E3.
Yeah.
And you. And you and me and you and Lars and the rest of the people.
from HMS.
Go meet them all.
From High Moon Studios, who's been a great partner.
Oh my God,
the
it's been amazing. And they were like, hey, you want to work with High Moon and go to San Diego every month? And I was like, I guess that's fine. Yeah, no, they've been amazing. They've been absolutely incredible. It's been really great.
Well, we'll see them at E3 as well.
Yeah.
And if we see you at E3, definitely pull us aside and say hi. And if not, hopefully we'll see you at some point this summer. In closing, we're going to take another look at the Vidoc, but not in full. The team that made that Vidoc for us was given a challenge. We said, take everything that you're revealing, take everything that you're saying, take everything that our developers have said on camera, and compress it into 60 seconds.
Yep, I called it.
Yeah.
So let's see how they met that challenge with this.
60
Hope you enjoyed the show. Check it out.
And let's see.
Okay.
Time to freak out again.
Yes, sir.
Is it going? Yeah, I'm still counting here.
Mine's counter just stuck on the teen ESRB.
There we go.
There we go.
I like that logo too.
We're building something the community has been asking for.
We want to be able to give players what they want, but also surprise them.
It's insane.
We want this release to have a different tone and a different vibe.
You're going to go to a darker place. You're going to take on a different role as a guardian.
That sword looks ornate.
We're changing the weapon slots. We're changing how the pursuits work.
Gambit is a brand new mode.
Armor perks, random rolls, new mod system, new subclass paths.
We're making Forsaken for people who love Destiny.
Making a game that we can all love.
How a ship
that is the
actually
goal.
just bombs
That's what
stuff.
we're going to constantly be pushing towards.
Everything
That's so crazy.
Fire tornado.
Telling you, Tights got it this year, man.
All right, you just pause it there, leave it on the logo. 46, 47.
46, 48 for me.
So, what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, this is impressive. This is impressive. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
like, that's where I'm at.
I mean, they kind of said it the same way. It's like, so we have more info than we used to, and we also have more questions than we used to.
Absolutely. We still got a deep dive, get more information on this. But fantastic start. I think that the main beefs of the community from the web, we've always said this from the original Flashpoint said, weapon randomization, weapon rolls, those are huge. Got guys like, Doc Amnesia, stuff like that. Like these are the things that were keeping them from coming back, and to see that stuff implemented, new mode, new abilities. It looks cool. I have some reservations with certain things, but I'm excited. This is nice direction. You know what I'm saying? What's your mindset? Where are you at with everything right now?
No, I'm definitely digging it right now. I'm trying to open a couple things. I might actually switch over on stream here. So, I'm looking at a lot of this so far. Like, I'm digging just about everything we got here. To kind of an amazing level of like, I'm kind of hyped. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely one that there are still more questions I have, and there's no question. I think all of us have those questions. But that being said, I do think they are taking lots of steps in the right direction. A PvE and PvP combined thing. That's the one that people couldn't put down. Like, I remember Guardian Radio talking about it, being like, dude, I didn't want to stop playing. Like, and just the different people, just a little bit, as you said, the community people who got to go and play the thing are like, I did not want to stop. And I'm like, that out of people who are like either down on Destiny or didn't want to, and they didn't want to put the controller down, that's a good sign in itself. So,
yeah.
There's like so many super questions. There's a bow and arrow now, which sounds so weird in this game, but also sounds
crazy. That's crazy.
So cool. Like, it could be awesome. So you've got the crazy pirate, you've got the ninja Deadpool hunter, you've got a fire. I don't know how many things I can say from like a 1 minute little blip to go, holy crap.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. There's definitely a lot going on. I just want to deep dive. I just want to get more information. I want to break it down even further. But definitely hype. Definitely, a lot of positive stuff. I just want to keep things. I'm trying to keep even keel. I guess that's where I'm at right now.
That's
I'm trying to keep even keel only from the standpoint. We've been hurt before. You know what I'm saying? And this looks fantastic. Like even the whole raid stuff. Like I'm liking what I'm hearing. I just
you've got the Dreaming City or something like that.
Yeah.
I heard somebody, so tweets and stuff I saw, like Dreaming City seems like the home of the Awoken.
Yes, which is my favorite. It's my favorite race. That's like,
so you've got
that's where my warlock is.
You've got more raid bosses than ever, but you've got an in-game area that connects to the raid. That alone is a good start. If you have like an area you explore and be like, hey, you have a different zone, or you have to launch the raid or something. But if you're connected and you're in the area and you get something about it before you go in, just the fact that there's a chance to have some lore, some connection to a story to go into the raid, that's a start.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. We see the Forsaken has arrived.
Yeah, so Forsaken,
and it seems that based on what I've seen from peers and stuff, people who I respect, and people who are very down on Destiny 2, to see the positive reaction from a lot of people. And I'm just like, okay, all right. It didn't, cause see, I'm thinking like I'm in our bubble, right? I'm like, for us, I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. Like, but I'm always concerned, like, how does this affect the person that hasn't played? Does this entice them,
Yeah.
And I'm seeing, again, it's my little small echo chamber, but I'm seeing people actually getting excited. And I'm like, whoa. When I got my boy Fonzarelli hit me up, like, did you see it? And this was like a guy that bashed it D2 from launch, and I got other people, that put Destiny 2 down, and they're telling me, yo, did you see it? I'm like, no, because me and Ebontis is going to do a live blind reaction stream.
Yeah, and you're like, no, I didn't look. Leave me alone. Shut up.
So that's where I'm at. But yeah, man, I can't wait. Cannot wait.
So a couple other things. It took me a little bit to get there. If you go to destinythegame.com, you'll come to the Forsaken page. I don't know if you want to do that on yours, because that's what I'm looking at right now. So you got like the reveal, the pre-order, Forsaken on the left, Gambit on the right, annual pass, and then you can pre-order your editions and look at a little bit more detail to see kind of what's in there. So you can get the game, Digital Deluxe. Did you make it over to look at that?
No, I did not. You have it on your screen?
Yeah, I do.
All right, I'll give you some sharing rights right now, bro.
Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can get there.
All right. So on you.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So for page 1, hopefully it's still there. So this is what it looks like first.
Right,
so we got the animation up top. So just the fly in, just a little teaser. You got Forsaken on the left. You can learn more about that.
Nice.
Kind of not sure what happens if I click on that, but we'll stay on the pages for now. Gambit as well. PvE, PvP combined. Annual pass. So Black Armory. Joker's Wild. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, wait. 3. That's 8. I can't count.
It's 8. Yeah.
What do one in the middle's 9? Hey, you don't know.
No.
Maybe that could be the 9. And Penumbra. That's the
yeah.
That might.
What you gonna say? Say what you gonna say about Penumbra.
Oh, that's the light versus the dark. That's like where the shadow of the light changes. So you get like kind of almost looks like a spiraling eclipse or something like that.
Joker's Wild is an interesting name for a DLC,
especially for Destiny. Like,
yeah, that seems
like
weird. That seems like
a Varix, like he's in there, like just messing around with crap.
That feels like I'm going to the casino with Cade. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with that one.
We gotta go get a drink, stuff, things and stuff. So I don't know. Black Armory, I mean, I can see that making sense. Yeah, that one, I mean, yeah, it's obscure enough they can do whatever, but yeah, that one's weird. I don't know. But you got your editions: Standard, Forsaken Plus Annual Pass, Digital Deluxe Editions. Let me go over to page 2. So, Forsaken Digital Deluxe. Following years of strife, what remains of the reef has fallen to lawlessness. You and Kate are sent to personally investigate the recent unrest. Upon arrival, you soon discover the most wanted criminals in Prison of Elders have organized an escape. Beyond the Vanguard's authority, you'll pursue these fugitives deep in the reef, explore new regions, awaken new powers, earn powerful weapons, and uncover long-lost awoken secrets. The hunt is on. So hunt down the 8 barons and their crew. Now, just the fact that there's 8 barons, I don't know how many stories there are going to be, if there's strikes involved, like how those are going to get broken up.
Right. Again, lore questions.
Of course, yeah. But hey, if we get answers, I'm better. 2 new destinations, Tangled Shore, which looks like the Old West of the reef, and then the Dreaming City, which looks really cool. Brand new raid, of course. Gambit, the 4v4 competitive PvE with a twist mode. That one alone, I mean... Now, here's the thing. If you do Gambit and all you get is like a blue and you finish... That sucks. You've got to have like some Gambit exclusive stuff. You got to have some Gambit perks. You've got to have those type of things need to be in there too. It can't just be like, hey, here's a random roll piece of armor. Give me like those. If that's another pillar of the game, it needs to have its own pieces to it. So hopefully,
I would agree.
Wield new powers with 9 additional supers. 9. So hold on. 9 addition. Hold on.
That's crazy.
So 3 classes right now. We have 1 super.
Okay, I'm relieved now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So each subclass gets a completely different super. I wonder. Okay, think about if they have the super on the left right now splits to the 2 trees.
Right.
Do you think if they would put the other super on the other side and still go to the same trees or different trees of perks? Like, what do you think? Because, I mean, if it's new supers, most of the perks go to, in some way, to the supers. Like, either it's Ward of Dawn, you get that, or it's the shield, you get another throw. Like, those perk trees are very specific, so it's going to have to be another super and other perk trees. I think it's going to be a must.
I think it has to be a must.
Yeah. So,
9? Wow. That I'm glad we went to this page. This answers a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's a new super for every single subclass.
That's impressive.
So, I mean, we got a new subclass in Taken King with its own super. We get a new super for every single subclass. Yeah. This is almost
This
bigger.
is actually more. I take it back. That's substantial. That is substantial.
So, that's probably one of the biggest things I've seen even yet. Collect new exotic weapons, armor, and gear. Yeah. All new weapon archetype, legendary bow. I'm kind of curious. Now... So a bow, travel time, like a fusion rifle shot?
We'll be interested to see.
I mean, but it's not going to be like a hit scan weapon. It can't be.
It can't be hit
scan.
scan.
Do you think it's like a sniper rifle? You hit him in the head on the move, done? Like one shot in PvP?
These are tough questions, guys.
Come on. We gotta guess now. That's the whole point.
It's never been done before in Destiny's. Like, this is some next level.
Do
Like
swords before. How'd that go? So far,
true.
pretty fun.
Right. But this is like a projectile weapon with, I'm assuming some type of travel time.
Yep.
So, yeah.
But to make it keep up with a sniper in a kinetic slot, it's got to be. Maybe more ammo because you're going to miss. Maybe quicker firing times. They said there's going to be light, medium, and heavy or different levels of bows too. So I don't even know how that works.
Maybe, like I said, yeah, that's a good point. I think it could be like one of those things where it's a skill weapon and, kind of like a sniper, in the sense that, the light damaging ones, may have the faster rate of fire, that kind of deal. They may go that route. You know what I'm saying? The heavy ones obviously do the one shot.
Okay, now picture a bow in PvE. That's the one I can't picture. Like, how is that going to compare to?
How's it gonna work?
I've got an auto rifle like Uriel's Gift with range, consistency. I've got vigils. I've got so many other things. How is that going to compare? Because to be practical, you should technically probably only have so many arrows unless they're just energy based, which they probably are to an extent. I mean, are they going to pierce? Are they going to go through things? So many questions.
I know it's cool though, but this is the same thing we said when swords got announced. Like, how are they gonna do swords in a game with that? And we're like, oh yeah, they did it. Like, so we got confidence. It's just gonna be implementation. How they gonna do that giant? But I'm still can't get over the supers right now.
Dude,
I'm glad.
Yeah,
9.
One for every subclass. That's got to be another set of perk trees. Has to be because those
has to be another set.
Yeah, they connect too well to their current Void Titan. They're related to either shield throwing or Ward of Dawn. Like, those are not going to be related to whatever the Void one is. Like, there's and it's nice the fact that we get them all. We don't get some now, some with summer.
Right.
This is the Forsaken. This is all of them right now.
And what I like is, again, it goes back to that D1 thing we've always wanted, that level of customization, that deep dive. Remember staying in your subclass tree and having those choices for every situation. What should I use? What's most effective? You throw that now with the weapon rolls. You know what I'm saying? The weapon slot changes. It now becomes this almost domino effect of being a deep game again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it needs
wanted. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So,
yo, Dizzy, shout out to chat. I saw the Warlocks with the Goku Kami.
Yes, absolutely saw that one. That was.
Yo, I ain't gonna front, Kai. I'm feeling jelly, man. I'm feeling jelly. Like, listen. It's the hunter's time, right? Because obviously Osiris, whatever. But it's like, bro. Y'all got it right now, man.
Deadpool bullet barrier reflecting.
That's what I'm saying. The Deadpool. Then you got the golden ninja stars and hunters are lit.
Let's think through the classes. So you had Hunter. You had golden gun, which had golden throwing knives.
Yes.
Hunter arc staff. Arc strider had arc spitty shield.
I call that the Channel 5, baby. Just getting your chi
5?
Together. Yeah, but you got to be old enough to understand the reference. But
not that young.
It's basically a kung fu reference, where it's like, you're doing your step. Like, think Killick from Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
And he's rotating, and it's nothing can touch me, baby. He's mastered. It's art.
Yep.
That's fire.
Okay, so then Void Hunter. I don't know. Is that the sword we think we saw that one swipe of, do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good one.
Then Titan, we have Superman. That's all I'm going to call it.
Yeah, Superman.
Titan, Arc Superman, and then Void Fire Tornado. Are you kidding me? Like, I am sorry, but a giant hammer shoots a wave of fire into a fire tornado. I mean, if you want to melt a group of enemies or a boss, everything in front of you and then the end game of that run dies.
Insane.
That is insane. And
to be real with you, this is better than having a new subclass.
Oh yeah, I mean this
is better. You're getting variations on everything. Yeah. As an extra option.
Because if we just got one more that's one.
Yep.
With 2 perk trees. We just got 9 new perk trees doubled.
Fire.
And this is the reason. This is why they can't go year 3, start it all over. You can't put all this work in and go no, we're doing it again.
I know, right? You forgot everything. You lost everything.
No. This was actually Total Recall. You're actually on Mars and you're a human. This is now The Sims. Go.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then Warlock had the warpy little warp void smash.
Yeah, void thing. Yep.
That looked like Wonder Woman warping around, and then the Kamehameha arc.
Yeah, Kamehameha. I just got to see how it's implemented. You know what I'm saying? Because again, everything else from all the other stuff looked so much flashier. So again, it could be very effective. It could be, really powered. Power beam.
Well, think about take Stormcallers very close. What if I can sit in the back and I just super from whatever range and just
maybe it's a long distance.
Yeah,
maybe it's
major melter.
Right. And which for the teleporting Warlock, trying to think what class that was.
Void.
It was Void?
Yeah, because Arc is the beam, and then Void.
Right, so the only thing we haven't seen is the
smash.
Dawn Blade. We haven't seen the Solar Warlock.
So we haven't seen the Solar Warlock. We haven't seen the Void Titan and the Void. There was a sword. Look, I couldn't tell if that was the exotic sword though. That sword swipe. So I think there's 3 we haven't seen probably.
Yeah. It's interesting, man. I'm hyped. That got me hyped.
There you go.
I was just like, what is going on?
For you, the big high points I have gathered: 9 supers and power matters in trials and Iron Banner. Those are your 2 selling points. Throw your money at the screen. You're done.
Yeah. I mean, those 2. Damn, I'm forgetting something else too. Power level matters and trials. Yeah, I mean, come on, we can't. The weapons. You know what I'm saying? The weapon.
I know. Weapon slot randomization.
Yeah.
I mean, we've known about that for a while, though. So that's
yeah, true. But to be honest, I think even though the weapon slot stuff is cool, for me, weapon random rolls, that's my thing. That's my minutia. So those are my 3 right there, off the rip. And I mean, just like the locales of everything looks cool. It looks like there's multiple aspects of this going into the Prison of Elders. Who knows what the heck, hell Cade was doing in there. You know what I'm saying? And putting monsters in there. Now we got to find these barons or whatever the hell's going on. Yeah. That sounds cool. The Awoken, what is it called? The Dream City?
Dreaming City. Yep, the Dreaming City.
I'm an Awoken guy. That when I remember first turning on Destiny and I was looking at that character model, I was like, I'm very intrigued by that. So just to see us, go into that, the lore regarding that is very interesting to me. So yeah, those are mine. What about you? What's your top highlights of this thing, man, of the Forsaken?
I mean, I freaked out the most over the supers just because variety in gameplay is fun. Armor perks, I still need more there. I mean, I think that's when they said it. I just need to know what those armor perks and mods actually are gonna do. Weapon slot. Well, I mean, weapon slot random or weapon slot changes seem honestly more than I expected, because we figured it was going to be like, hey, specials are an option, or there's going to be a 4th special slot. Now it's like kind of run whatever your options that drop are. Like that's actually that's something we didn't expect, and that's why I think people are saying it's like whatever you wanted, you were going to be happy. And I think whoever said that I heard it from somebody talking about the summit. They're like, whichever version of this thing you want, you're probably going to be fine. And I think most people are going to be able to get what they want out of it. If you want to be a sniper in PvP and you got a kinetic and then you got an energy hand cannon, bam. So you run a kinetic sniper, you got sunshot, and you got a rocket launcher. That's back to D1. Do you want to run 2 different scouts? Do you want to one vigilance wing and graviton lance? You got your options if you're medium or far.
Right.
And then you can throw a shotty down on the I think it gives a lot of variety, and again, we didn't guess that one.
Yeah, and I'm not getting the vibe that exotics are moving slots though, right? We're keeping exotics in slot?
Probably not.
Not, right? Exotics are going to stay in slot. I would assume that.
Yeah, it seems like there's going to be. I mean, it seems, but that one thing they had that looked like an energy weapon still had a number 1, like it was kinetic in the middle slot.
Yeah, because Rat King had that 1 on it. That's what threw me off. I'm like, can you move it? Like,
Rat King is kinetic. It was the pulse rifle. The other one.
Yes.
Swift Ride or whatever. That I was like, wait, that's why does that have a normal thing on it? Like, huh? So. I mean, somebody in your chat saying like, "Hey, somebody's back." They literally they're running them through the story. They bought the DLC to catch up just because of the reveal. I mean, that's
it's surprising to me because again, we've seen how much damage Destiny 2 has done at the launch, and I'm getting my people like Fonz. You got my boy Reaper. You know what I'm saying? I got people who are just like F Destiny. I'm not going back. And them seeing this, it's just surprising to me, like, because I'm keeping my expectations in check, and everybody's like, "No, this is it.
This is the one. Destiny saved." I mean, literally, I'm probably gonna turn and watch Kaka's video to be like, "Destiny saved." I'm like, "All right, I know everything you're probably gonna say because we just watched it all."
Kaka's got the Destiny say, and I'm like, "Wow, like this thing really." Had a positive effect, and I think it just comes down to just giving the people exactly what they wanted, and you know what they did well too. They made us feel powerful again in this Vidoc, right? Yep. They made us feel like, yo, we about to do some, we about to do some ish. So
we're gonna do some damage for sure.
Exactly. So I think whatever that team, it really conveyed that well because people are so far. The people seem in. People seem reinvigorated. Hype.
Finally, annual pass. They talk about alongside seasonal updates, live events. For every player for Destiny 2, Forsaken annual pass provides bonus rewards and introduces 3 premium content releases: winter, spring, and summer. We know about that. Wrath. So the Awoken Legend set, which I guess comes with the digital deluxe. Wrath Majestic Legendary Bow Ornament. Okay, I don't know how many bows they're gonna have. The Dirge Paladin emblem. Don't know. Random emblem. Some Ghost Shell and Fire Team medallions. Woo. That's here. And then, Destiny 2. So we've got the all-new story, innovative game modes, powerful weapons, gear. All of them. Annual Pass has all of that. And then the Digital Deluxe, which is just a little bit of cosmetic stuff. So it's like just your basics for buying the cosmetics. So final page is here. So Destiny Forsaken, we got a couple pictures. So we got, I need to make that picture bigger. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom. Hey, there we go. We got bigger. Okay.
Shout out to Dids. He's saying the Grimoire is back.
Yeah, basically, I mean, it looks like in that lore section somewhere, there's a way to go back and look at almost everything you've done.
Yeah. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. And consolidate and show what lore you're missing, and that's pretty cool.
So for 79 for Digital Deluxe, that's full annual pass, everything all together, 79.
Okay.
I mean, so it's the game, and then your expansion pass price basically, and then the $5 probably different for this one. I would guess the other one's probably a smidge less. Like I think I saw it was $69.99 for the combo.
Yeah.
And then $10 more for the Digital Deluxe, which if you want to get cosmetics, it's fine. But $70 for, I mean, how many hours are you going to play this game? Come on.
True, but I hear you. So, they're going to get some pushback though from
I understand they're going to. But I was like, so games have gotten cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And there's a point where people have to understand everything else in the world has cost more. Houses, cars, everything else in life. And everybody's like, oh no, a game should only be 60 or 40, or I want to wait for a Humble Bundle deal. I was like, you have any idea how much goes into making a game anymore? And it's like they
betrayed us, Ebontis, and you're falling for the trap because I'm telling you, I'm not giving Bungie another cent.
Then that's your choice.
I'm telling you what they're going to say.
No, I flat out, and that's fine. That is your choice. But also, think about how many people complain about a game they're still playing.
True. But you guys are suckers because they do this to you every year, and I'm not giving them a cent, man. They burnt me, and that's it. That's it.
No, here's the thing. Like, how does Fortnite survive? It is one game mode on basically one map, and they have some seasonal changes, but they have cosmetics. And that's it. Now, here you have a story with cinematics and a campaign. You have a new game mode. You have 6 supers. Do you have any idea how long they said it takes to make like one exotic weapon? They said like a pass of exotics takes like months for them to make. So all of this stuff, like if you don't want to support Bungie, that's fine. But in the grand scheme of things, for me, the amount of hours I put 2,000 hours into Destiny 1. And as Kaibatsu said, it's like MMOs used to have a subscription. I paid $14 a month for that thing for years. They got a buttload more than whatever I probably ever paid Bungie for this. So to me, $80 for a year of like if this is your game, and this is like, hey, I want to play this for a year. I want to enjoy all the content. A parent's like, hey, I buy this $180. You know what? This is your Destiny for a year. You might get a few others, but you can get a year out of this. That's a good value.
I hear you. I listen.
No, and I know.
I'm just telling you what they're gonna say.
You're gonna have the whiny babies and crap like that. That's fine.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, look at this picture right here. You have this dude looking like he's kneeling down. He's all the are those Taken-ish? I don't even know what's going on in the background here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the back.
That looks cool. That looks like what is the Nightmare Before Christmas or something?
Yeah.
That looks like the Nightmare Before Christmas helm, and then he's got a compound bow, and he's got like tubes coming out of the chest and a knapsack, and then the warlock in the background has got all that Dreaming City stuff. So here's so this is kind of going to give you an idea of like you're roaming around in this area with all these little connected platforms. You're going to fall a lot.
Yeah, this is definitely jumping.
It's definitely not going to pass OSHA requirements. I'm going to fall all the time. This is cool. So you've got your bank. You've got these. Okay. So
I love those.
So
that
those
looks cool.
Look like just fire around them. If they swing that thing, it's like a burning melee. Like they may be fallen enemies, but I think this is probably the biggest departure from that it looks like I've seen. Like for sure.
That almost looks like a new enemy type. Like that's how much of a departure it is. Yeah.
We got Dreaming. Oh, that looks so good.
That's my joy right there.
As you said, you took sci-fi and crossed it with Lord of the Rings, and bam, you've got the Elf City. So
shout out to the art team. They always kill it, man.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. We got void katanas on your hunter. We just got an answer. Okay. So void, you can go bow or you can go boo. But I mean, I guess you went.
Hunter's got it, man. Hunter's got it this year, bro. They got all the flock stuff, man.
But look at the art on that enemy, dude. Art, man. I want to this is another reason. The art team at Bungie alone deserves my money. Yeah, and this is why I don't mind paying. Like literally, the guys over there that Activision Decisions or Eververse or whatever else, like there are people there who bust their ass, excuse my language. They work their absolute tails off, and the stuff they put out is
phenomenal.
It is absolutely phenomenal. The way this thing looks on PC, like I don't know of games that play this way. Like if I had the money to get the crazy monitor that I told you about, the 144 hertz G-Sync HDR 1000 nit brightness, crazy, and I had another graphics card in my computer, this game would look better than just about anything. And I'm
absolutely. And we always come back for that classic Bungie gameplay, that gunplay that we can't get anywhere else. Now you're giving us a power fantasy on top of it with tremendous cinematics. This, for the people who don't understand, that's why we come back. There's nothing that replicates this. And from a cooperative standpoint, there's nothing that compares to Destiny. It's its own
and nothing
bag.
touches the raid. Nothing touches it. Unless you're going to go World of Warcraft, nothing can touch that. And it's 6. It's not 40 or 10 or 15. It's 6 people. All right, so what else we got down here? Pre-order and get Cade's Exotic Stash. Ace of Spades, Last Hand Ace of Spades coming back. There we go.
Ace of Spades coming back.
Queen of Hearts Exotic Ship. Standoff Exotic Emote. Shades of Cade's 6 Armor. Shaders, Premium Digital, all that stuff. Alongside the annual, Following Years of Strife. 68 gig, getting bigger.
68. Boom. What was the base price joint? What was the joint for if you ain't doing the collector's edition with the extra cheese?
Here you go, right here. So Forsaken, $40.
So it's 40. Okay.
Yep. And then Forsaken plus annual pass, $70. And I think if you get the season pass, I saw somewhere by itself, the annual pass is $35. So it'd be 40 plus that, so it'd be 74. Or you buy them together without the digital, 70.
But it's funny they're requiring expansions 1 and 2 to even rock. You know that.
Yeah. Content in the Forsaken annual pace maybe so Destiny 2 game, Destiny 2 expansions 1 and 2, and Forsaken required sold separately.
Yep.
So I wonder so this is if you have it already, you're gonna pre-order this one. Somewhere towards the release, they're gonna do here's Destiny 2 year 1 in a bundle plus Forsaken. You know it's coming. I'm sorry, 104 gig of storage space required as of 9/18. Good Lord.
Jesus.
I mean, I was listening to it's actually Paul Tassi, the Forbes podcast. They were actually talking about Destiny 2. And he was like, it's going to be like 150 gig on my hard drive by the time we're done with like year 3. I'm like, well, we're getting there. So
yeah, we're at that point. Shout out to Kai in the chat. He said, did you guys talk about the new exclusivity agreement?
Nope. What did I miss?
See anything about that?
Hold on.
Kai, put us on, man. Kai, put us on, because I did not see anything. I was waiting for that, like exclusive strike or whatever. But I figured we'd get more of that as we get close to launch. But I didn't see anything.
No, see, that's not. Is there any exclusive crap on annual pass? I'm not seeing PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
No, I mean I'm just seeing something that said Activision also said Forsaken launches this
Kai
September.
says one exclusive strike, vehicle, and exotic. All previous stuff Xbox gets at launch. Okay, so the Xbox guys are gonna get all the
like Borealis and all that stuff.
Yeah, Borealis and all that
old
by
strikes and stuff.
and
Okay.
PC.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, listen, one exclusive strike. I mean, that's typical.
Yeah.
You know, vehicle and exotic. That's typical of that damn deal. You know,
Yeah.
I'm used to it at this point. You know, so I'm not. I thought you was gonna say hopefully. I thought you was gonna say more. I was gonna be like, oh no. That kind of deal, but yeah. I mean, listen, at least as an Xbox guy, I'll get my my Borealis to see what that feels like.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like, so Activision also said when Forsaken launches in September, the company will release all of Destiny 2's existing for that. Okay.
Nice.
As long as it's released across all platforms, PC, looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, at least that beats, like, shout out to Kai, he's right. At least that beats what happened in Taken King when we had to, Xbox got 2 years for a damn Jade Rabbit and all this other foolishness. So at least that has calmed down, because remember they always used to change the verbiage, and that pissed a lot of people off. So you can't do that now to two communities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Xbox and the PC.
You'll run the PC people off, they're done. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's already small out there, but this might be something that'll at least get people excited again to come back. I mean, PC gamers, I think in general, are fickle with Steam and like Steam libraries to play and stuff. It's harder, but you give people more stuff to grind for. You go 600 power level, you give a PvE, PvP, you slow down the grind like you did this time. I was like, if they can just like implement some more story stuff. This has been a long stream though, by the way, guys. So
yeah, it is long.
Yep, this is a long point.
Long point.
1 hour and 48 minutes. Yeah, kind of had to though. So
we kind of had to. This is the moment. This is a moment. This is something we had to do.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
So I think that's all I can think of for now.
That's all I got for now.
I feel like I'm gonna go browse YouTube and Twitter and see whatever
This
else
is now
exploded.
deep diving and getting more information and checking out all our favorite streamers as well, and just getting as much as possible. But man, super positive, step in the right direction. I'm just happy to see. I'm even keel. I'll be honest. I'm even keel. I'm not too high. I'm excited. I'm not too high. I'm just glad that the effect that I was hoping for is that it seems to be happening on the community. And that to me is the most important, to see the community galvanized again, to see the community excited, to see people who said F Destiny say, yo, I'm liking this. That means more to me than my personal, little issues. But again, I don't have issues. I don't want to make it seem like I have all these issues. I'm just keeping it even keel. Once we get more information, the layers get peeled back and we get deep dive more with the weapon stuff and all that. I just want to get into the minutia. But this is positive, man. And they made me feel the power of fantasy again. They made me feel, that they're listening. And that's important. What about you for your closing statements on Forsaken?
I mean, for me, they gave... It's kind of one of those things, and sometimes Nintendo does this as well. I'm not going to put them on the same discussion point. Sometimes they give you things you don't ask for because you don't know what to ask for. We all think there's many things we asked for, and they gave us just about all of that stuff. But then they came and gave us the things we didn't think of with, hey, weapon slots, is it 3? Moving it up, is it 4? Put it anywhere. Okay. I mean, sorry. Dirty connotations to that phrasing aside.
Yeah, baby.
I know. Calm down. But also, I mean, you've got Gambit. Like, you want something that's going to change the game? Give us a new mode, and that sounds so much fun.
Facts.
The raid with more bosses than ever, so you actually have a lengthy encounter with pieces. Checkpoints got to come back too.
That is so huge, man, and that was for my boy. That's for Addict, man. I'm so
for
happy.
Sure. Yeah, I mean
he loved Taken King, and he always tell me, he's like, you had the best bosses, man. You had boss. That's what they need, and for them to listen to him on that's a big deal. So I know he's in. It's like they did little things for each little.
Yeah, everybody had their little complaints here and there. Yeah. They tried to answer as many of them as feasibly possible.
Continue. I interrupted you.
No, I mean, I think, I'm in. I'm absolutely in. Honestly, can't wait. And this is one of those things that changes up and be like, hey, if I want to go run a Nightfall solo now. Like, I have no idea what I'm going to run for a loadout or anything like that. If you're going to go run a different mode, like this is almost all PvE stuff.
Right.
We haven't even seen much in the Crucible world. They're doing a new mode, which may be minor, but I wouldn't imagine much, but new maps. power level mattering trials and Iron Banner coming. Like, just a lot of little pieces here and there that all are good pieces, and there's more to come. So for me, I mean, hats off. I'm just sitting over here going to give an applause. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, this is me. It's like, out of a initial reveal before even E3 gets here, I can't ask for much more. I really can't.
Yeah. Like I said, I just want to deep dive, peel the layers back, and let's get into this thing, man. But great start on this raw reaction stream.
Yeah, seriously. It was a long one, but man, we had a lot.
We did a shout out to us for doing as much possible to avoid spoilers.
Yeah, like I saw like one thing, and you probably did. Just you go to Twitter just to even go to direct messages to you, and I'm like, damn it, feed, quit, shut up. Like I was like, I just wanted to avoid as much as possible. That's like one or two things, and I think you did too. But I was pretty much completely shocked. So yeah, shout out to us for trying to go completely blind. So, well, you guys know where to follow us. I'm gonna archive this on my YouTube. I'm sure you will is the same. And just basically, if you want to watch this again, absolutely. The stream, I have that private. That's not for you guys. I know Bungie will get it up. That's not my place to put that up. That's theirs. But go watch that Vidoc. Go pause it. Look through. Look for the little Easter eggs. Pause it. Look for the screenshots. Like, those are the pieces between now and... But it's next week. I mean, E3. You get to go see Gambit now. Oh, man. So.
Listen, I'll be right. Let me tell you, follow the Iron Lord channel, man. I'll tell you right now.
You're going to be on it.
I'm going to be on it. I'm going to be at that Activision booth. I'm going to try to get as much content and interviews as possible. I'm going to try to do hands-on. Now, historically, historically, Bungie never lets you film. I remember last year doing Destiny 2. They usually don't let you film, the actual gameplay right then and there. Yeah. But hopefully I can get some interviews going and try to get some deep dives in that respect too. And also some impressions of the mode, because your boy gonna touch that game.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you can at least play it and give us some thoughts on it, that's what I want to see.
Going
down.
Yeah.
So that and everything else going down. Hey, it's like, I mean, honestly, I played God of War, had a great time with it. There's still stuff I'm not done in that game. But I mean, that's probably a 40 or 50 hour game for $60. I'm gonna get hundreds of hours out of this 70 like this. So I was like, it's for me. But like,
this is for me.
I was like, I've had narrative with God of War and with Detroit, which is, I got to talk to you about that one later. That is insane. In a very different animal. But I mean, getting back to my Destiny love, I'm kind of pumped.
I'm hyped, man. Let's do it.
My one caveat, I want to know more about the armor. I gotta know.
Yeah, they've been coy.
Yep, they've been coy. So I want to know there. Maybe they just aren't done, so they're not showing. But that's that's the other side, like weapon slots, and I just got to know them. What is happening with mods? I think that's my one wait. So, yeah, to you guys out there, thank you for tuning in. It's a long stream.
Long boy. Yeah, you there?
Yep, I'm here. So.
Okay, good. Your long stream, you know where to catch us, man. He's got the stream up. Obviously, he's gonna go up in ILP channel. And this week I fly out to E3 on Friday morning. So I'll be out there. Come check out the Iron Lord podcast channel. At Lord Cognito at Twitter and all that good stuff. We're gonna try to get as much coverage as possible. And your boy is gonna be all over this Destiny as much as I can. Follow my Twitter, Iron Lord podcast Twitter. And hopefully we get some live reactions and stuff going on while we're on the floor and stuff.
Yep, absolutely. So follow those guys, the Iron Lord's podcast, Inner Circle Network. Check both of those out. You'll keep up with everything they're doing on E3 and this. And right here, guys, me too as well. I know I'm more Destiny focused, but we're going to be in the mix. So thank you guys on both ends of this for everything. And like, subscribe, follow, all the goodies and stuff. You stay in tuned, and we will see you guys soon. Thanks for everything, guys.
No doubt. Peace.
Have a good one.